What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories.
4SC. Chapter 76. Why do you stare so big, want to hit me? Advertise here. Shout. I actually left. Qingshan Ryuyun here. I originally thought that this group of Cloud Shinobi village people would go to war directly this time. But I left without expecting it. This makes Qingshan Ryuyun somewhat interested. Picked up the mace and jumped off the cliff. Pung. The figure crashed down, landing like a superhero, let alone handsome. Back to Konoha's camp. At this time, all the Konoha shinobi in the camp saw Qingshan Ryuyun returning. They all look at the gods like, okay, it's getting late, everyone should go back and have a good rest. Waiting for tomorrow, let's just call the gangsters of Cloud Shinobi village back to our hometown. Qingshan Ryuyun yelled and said, yes, the people who were somewhat fearful in their hearts. But after seeing the strength of Qingshan Ryuyun, are beginning to be confident. In their opinion, there is a strong man like Qingshan Ryuyun who leads them to fight, how could they still fail? This is the effect of having a strong leader. Morale is such a thing, it's unclear. But if you want to win a war, morale must not be low. Afterwards, everyone began to leave in an orderly manner and return to the camp respectively. However, there is still a ninja with complex patrols. Hiss. After everyone left, Qingshan Ryuyun put the mace aside and moved his wrist slightly. What's wrong? Are you injured? I'm going to call the medical ninja over. When I saw Qingshan Ryuyun like this, the trio of Hatake Shumo and Ino, Shika, Cho at the side panicked for a moment. You know, Qingshan Ryuyun is now their backbone, nothing can be done. Okay, come back. Seeing the action of this ninja really planning to find a medical ninja, Qingshan Ryuyun directly waved his hand and called the other party back. Just like one's own physique. Even if you are really injured, you can recover yourself after a while. Where else will medical ninjas be needed? Is it all right? Hatake Shumo and others are still a little worried. It's no big deal, only the wrist is a little sore. But it's just that the wrist is a little sore. Seeing that Qingshan Ryuyun doesn't look like a fake, Hatake Shumo and others gradually feel relieved. While moving his wrist, Qingshan Ryuyun could not help but sigh. This 8 tails tail beast King Jade is better than 1 tails. It makes my wrist sore. But this is also because Qingshan Ryuyun is not completely dragonized. If it is completely dragonized, with Qingshan Ryuyun's current dragon's breath power, it can be directly blasted with 8 tails tailed beast bomb. But in this case, the aftermath of the explosion will affect the ninja on Konoha's side. Qingshan Ryuyun's sigh made Hatake Shumo and Ino, Shika, Cho trio, somewhat speechless. That's tailed beast bomb. What do you want to call tailed beast bomb back? What does it mean to call back the tailed beast bomb of 8 tails? It makes you feel sore. Listen, is this talking human? That is tailed beast bomb, which symbolizes the ultimate weapon of this shinobu village. Not only did he get back the tailed beast bomb, but it was just a sore wrist. Is there anyone else in the ninja realm who can do this? Even Hatake Shumo, who has a good relationship with Qingshan Ryuyun, was shocked. Obviously, I did not expect that Qingshan Ryuyun has become so strong. The strength of your fellow has improved too quickly. Compared with the Second Ninja World War, Qingshan Ryuyun's strength has improved too much. Hatake was very speechless when he saw it. I can't figure it out. I have grown up to this point. Why does Qingshan Ryuyun's strength increase so much? Okay, instead of entangled in this, it is better to go back and have a good rest, and wait for the full-scale war tomorrow. While speaking, Qingshan Ryuyun picked up the mace on the side and pressed it against his shoulder. Go away. Waved his hand, Qingshan Ryuyun took the lead and walked in the forefront. The Hatake Sakumo and Ino, Shika, Cho trio who followed, first glanced at each other. Then all smiled together. It's really reassuring to think of a leader like this. It seems that no matter what kind of enemy is needed, the man in front of him can be dealt with. Seeking flowers 0. I didn't expect Konoha's White Fang to have a day of relying on others. Hatake Sakumo smiled, but he didn't mean anything else, but he still felt very interesting. The Ino Shika Cho trio didn't speak. After laughing for a while, he left with him. It can be seen that whether it is Konoha or Cloud Shinobi village. For the next war, they are full of confidence. Qingshan Ryuyun. At noon the next day, the boundary of Cloud Shinobi village with cliffs. The ninja of Konoha and the ninja of Cloud Shinobi village are now only a distance of less than a kilometer. Staring at each other far away. Point 0. I have to say, compared with the 5,000 ninjas of Cloud Shinobi village. Qingshan Ryuyun's 2,000 ninjas, it looks really pitiful. Staring at a pair of tiger eyes, Yi Ui, who is 4th Raikage, his eyes locked tightly. Standing directly opposite Qingshan Ryuyun. What are you doing with your eyes wide open, scary? While talking and laughing, Qingshan Ryuyun's mace on Jane's shoulder stood beside him. Scare people. Seeing you are so fierce, do you want to single out with lousy? You. I dignified 4th Raikage, when have I been so angry? Saying that I'm going up. However, Mabuyi and Samui on the side immediately stopped Yi Ui. Don't be fooled, Lord Raikage. Last night, after seeing the strength of Qingshan Ryuyun, They are very clear, if it is singled out. Even their fourth Raikage is not necessarily Qingshan Ryuyun's opponent. Master Raikage, that Qingshan Ryuyun deliberately angered you. Don't be fooled. After Samyi and Mabui said so, Yi Yai gradually calmed down. Fortunately there are you. Yi Yai is a little grateful, if there is no such two think tanks, maybe she will really be on the top. At that time, my Raikage was defeated by Qingshan Ryuyun in front of so many ninjas. The morale of Cloud Shinobi village must be so low that it can't be lower. 8. Chapter 77 Delayed You're Finding a Man, by Wooden Golem. Advertise here. All for Cloud Shinobi village. Samui and Mabui only looked at each other and shook their heads. Didn't say much. This is a war. As long as the final victory can be achieved, everything else is not important. Ah, Yi Yai, who calmed down, let out a chuckle. Shouted directly at Qingshan Ryuyun's release. Do you think I can't see what you think? We have 5,000 ninjas in Cloud Shinobi village. You only have 2,000 ninjas, how can you beat us? In Yi Yai's eyes, Qingshan Ryuyun must know, in the face-to-face battle, the number of these 2,000 ninjas must not be the opponent of Cloud Shinobi village. That's why I want to irritate myself this fourth Raikage. Oops. Looking at Yi Yui, who is flexible in mind, Qingshan Ryuyun said that he was surprised. 907. When did fourth Raikage have a brain? I always thought he was mentally retarded. In these words, Qingshan Ryuyun did not restrain his voice. Both Konoha and Cloud Shinobi village can hear clearly. The ninjas at Konoha village even laughed directly. The strength that Qingshan Ryuyun showed last night. Let these ninjas have confidence in the next war. You guy. Blue veins stretched out on his forehead. It is not difficult to see that Yi Yai at this time is really angry to the extreme. What does it mean to think that you are a mentally handicapped person? However, since you are so proud of the number of 5,000 ninjas, then. Tilting his neck, Qingshan Ryuyun grinned. A pair of eyes instantly transformed into dragon-shaped vertical pupils. Yi Yai felt a trace of danger for no reason. As the perfect Jinchuriki by Wooden Golem and Killer Bee. I have heard my own tail beast, and is passing dangerous predictions to myself. In terms of perceiving danger, beasts have their own unique talents. Get out of here. Standing in front of everyone, Qingshan Ryuyun waved his hand to Hitaki Shumao and others. The Ino Shika Cho trio is a bit unclear, so. But Hitaki Shumao, after seeing the dragon scale tattoo on Qingshan Ryuyun's body, began to shine with crimson light. I almost understand what Qingshan Ryuyun is going to do. With the Ino Shika Cho trio, they walked to the side. Ah, Qingshan Ryuyun first smiled, subsequently. Dragon breath. Boom. The dragon's breath flame with a destructive aura burst out. Qingshan Ryuyun's whole body is shining with the same brilliance as the flame. A flame that covers the sky and the sun. Like a sea wave, covering the past in the direction of Cloud Shinobi village. This is fire style, such an attack range, and such a dangerous aura. The power of this trick has completely surpassed the power of S-rank ninjutsu. Rewind. Yi Yai didn't dare to hesitate, shouted loudly, and immediately prevented the people from retreating. By Wooden Golem. Let's go. Killer Bee put away his playful mentality, and after speaking, he directly faced the direction of the dragon's breath flame and rushed over. Clear. It was immediately reflected by Wooden Golem. Like Killer Bee, Chakra, a crimson tail beast, began to appear all over his body. Killer Bee and Wooden Golem have entered the state of half-tailed animalization. Fire-style rat tail with jade. The dense blue fireball, under the control of Wooden Golem, flew in the direction of the dragon's breath flame. Killer Bee is also using a half-tailed beast to condense tailed beast bomb. Although the power is not as powerful as the complete tail beastization. But the victory does not need to waste so much time, and it can be used continuously in a short time. Boom, boom, boom. This kind of dragon's breath flame is just what Qingshan Ryuyun tried. So under the joint cooperation of Wooden Golem and Killer Bee, it was really offset. Good job. Qingshan Ryuyun smiled slightly. Then. Thunder 8 trigrams. A momentary, Qingshan Ryuyun instantly appeared beside Killer Bee. The other side of the hand shook it violently. Killer Bee, who did not react, was directly blown out. Now you. To solve one, Qingshan Ryuyun grinned and looked at you Wooden Golem on the other side. Wow. The response from Wooden Golem is very quick. As soon as Qingshan Ryuyun looked at him, Wooden Golem jumped away in a flash, keeping a safe distance from Qingshan Ryuyun. Well, what a nice man. Cloud Shinobi village advocates the strong, and Wooden Golem is not powerful. Seeing Qingshan Ryuyun, who was exuding a domineering aura all over his body, Wooden Golem couldn't help but take a look. If you were born in Cloud Shinobi village, my old lady will definitely chase you. The speech is very direct, there are not so many twists and turns. Ha ha ha, that's a pity. Carrying a mace, Qingshan Ryuyun laughed loudly. Although this is not comparable to Tsunade, Wooden Golem is still very good. At this moment, Killer Bee, who was smashed and flew out, also struggling to ran out from a pile of rubble. Sorry Wooden Golem, I'm sorry to disturb you looking for a man. Obviously, Killer Bee also heard what Wooden Golem said just now. But this is a battlefield, so be serious. Call. Seeing Killer Bee who had walked to his side again, Wooden Golem flipped a Byakugan directly. Don't worry, I am more convinced by Wooden Golem than Lord Killer Bee. In comparison, your Killer Bee is not reassuring. Woolen Cloth. Okay 0.8. This guy is like that cat, easy to blow up. This guy is really hard to deal with. Looking at the direction of Qingshan Ryuyun, Killer Bee couldn't help but mutter. If it weren't for the state of tail beastization, whether it was defense power or recovery power, it would have been boosted. Killer Bee thought that when Qingshan Ryuyun's thunderous 8 trigrams hit him. I'm already dead. Prepare to be completely tail animalized. Half-tailed animalization is not an opponent. Then go directly to the complete body. Two-tailed beasts, I don't believe I can't beat you one. Clear. Followed by Wooden Golem nodded seriously. Roar, roar. 2 roars resounded through the entire battlefield. Chapter 78 Completely Dragonized Duel with 2 Big-Tailed Beasts. Advertise here. 2 dangerous chakras, skyrocketing. The breath of horror spread on the battlefield. It's just that everyone at Cloud Shinobi Village, after seeing this scene. I was overjoyed. 4th Raikage, who is playing against Hitaki Tsukumo. After alerting Killer Bee, he smiled confidently. Whether it is made by Wooden Golem or Killer Bee, they have been able to use the power of the tail beast perfectly. The final victor of this war must be my Cloud Shinobi Village. Wow, Hitaki's fighting style is swift. Then Yi Yi's opportunity to speak, the white fang short sword in his hand shone dazzlingly. He rushed to the location of Yi Yui. Kang, even if Yi Yui's body is defended by lightning style chakra mode. But in the face of Hitaki Tsukumo's swordsmanship, some scars were still shot. Yu Gai, lightning style chakra mode can be repaired, but this damage. Although it's not a big deal, Yi Yui is still a little angry. Sure enough, it's Konoha's White Fang, who is more famous than Sanin. A sound of strength is really tricky. Yeah, I think what else will you fight after the leader of you dies? 19 Yi Yui doesn't believe it anymore. After Qingshan Ryuyun was defeated by 8 tails in her way. See if you can still have the idea to fight. Ah. He brushed out a sword flower casually. Hitaki Sakuma smiled, smiling casually. That fellow Ryuyun, he won't be defeated so easily. After all, he is the strongest creature. The tone was a little sigh. Because of understanding Qingshan Ryuyun. So Hitaki Shumao knows that Qingshan Ryuyun will never lose here. Even if the opponent is the 2-tailed beast teaming up, Hitaki is still very relieved. Humph. Yi Yui didn't answer, but just snorted coldly. Ready to wait until Qingshan Ryuyun is truly defeated, and then continue to mock. On the other side, the Inoshika Cho trio who joined forces together dragged down several elite Jonin in Cloud Shinobi Village. Elite Jonin including Magnet-style Ninja Troy. Now they are all dragged by the Inoshika Cho trio. Damn, how come these 3 bastards are so difficult to deal with? The Inoshika Cho trio, if it is only a single battle, can only be said to be an ordinary elite Jonin. But if the 3 people join forces, even the old cage-level powerhouses. There is also the power of war. Well, young people, don't be too impetuous. In comparison, I think you are stupid. Nara Luju and the others shrugged, ignoring the annoyed look in the other party's eyes. Said sentence after sentence. Damn it. The battlefield at this time has been completely divided. Although the high-end combat power of Cloud Shinobi Village has all been held back. But with only 2,000 ninjas, it is still a bit difficult to defeat these 5,000 Cloud Shinobi Village ninjas. The most important thing is to look at Qingshan Ryuyun. Roar. Go to hell. Qingshan Ryuyun, who has become 8 tails Gyuki, first collided with his fists. The 8 octopus tails behind him continued to move. The figure jumped up and blasted towards Qingshan Ryuyun's position with a punch. 2 tails on the side. I am also constantly using fireballs to blast towards the position that Qingshan Ryuyun said. Boom, boom, boom. For a time, the smoke was filled and the dust was flying. With the joint efforts of 8 tails in her way, Qingshan Ryuyun does seem a little insignificant. Yo, Niu, it's been a long time. It may be that I have already won. 8 tails Gyuki made his own signature gesture and greeted Niu. Call. After all, it is a cat. Even if it is a tailed beast, it also has some characteristics of a cat. It is very arrogant. Just flipped through Byakugan. Said that he did not want to leave. Turning around, I am ready to go to other battlefields. Quote. 8 tails is very helpless about this, isn't it handsome? Forget it. 8 tails didn't think much about it, and then prepared to leave together. At this moment, in the fog and dust, Qingshan Ryuyun's voice came out slowly. The battle is not over yet, where do you want to go? 8 tails in her way stopped at the same time. The eyes stared in the direction of the fog and dust. Is this still alive? I saw that in the dust. Qingshan Ryuyun's voice came out slowly. The dragon scale tattoo on the body has been shining with other lights. As for the mace, I don't know where it was flying. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, the next battle does not require weapons. Yo, boy, you are very good, but unfortunately as small as you, it is impossible to be my opponent and her way. 8 tails said in a strange tone. The second tail on the side should be used to it, without the slightest expression. It's just a pair of eyes, always watching Qingshan Ryuyun's direction. Tiny. Ha 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 ha. First, he was surprised, and then Qingshan Ryuyun laughed directly. If you feel insignificant like this, then, speaking of this, Qingshan Ryuyun's eyes began to become heroic. The real battle, it's started. 907U, Eight-Tails Gyuki just wanted to say something. But Qingshan Ryuyun suddenly burst into a dangerous breath. Eight-Tails and Erwei, who are keen on danger, immediately retreated. What happened? This dangerous breath. Eight-Tails and Erwei stared in the direction of Qingshan Ryuyun at the same time. Is that kind of invincible breath just now the hell? Take a good look, this is the power of the strongest creature. Yin, a dragon chant, resounding throughout the entire battlefield. Qingshan Ryuyun's figure jumped up, in midair, beginning to become a dragon completely. After a while, he changed into the appearance of a dragon. Compared with the period of the Second Ninja World War, Qingshan Ryuyun was completely dragonized at that time, only about tens of meters. But now, Qingshan Ryuyun's complete dragonization. It's already hundreds of meters. With the increase in fit, Qingshan Ryuyun's strength is also constantly increasing. Both Eight-Tails and Erwei are a little surprised. After all, such a creature, they have never seen it before. Unfortunately, Qingshan Ryuyun does not have the habit of solving puzzles for others, especially opponents. Dragon Breath. Chapter 79 The Dragon That Changed the Battlefield. Advertise here. Boom. The dragon's breath flame after being completely dragonized. If the power is dozens of times higher. The dragon's breath flame with a destructive aura directly enveloped the Eight-Tails and the second tail. Boom, boom, boom. The flame is still exploding. In the flames, Eight-Tails and Erwei are quickly shifting positions, trying to escape the attack range of the dragon's breath flame. Boom. After a lot of effort, Eight-Tails ran out. Seeing that this is about to be cooked, Eight-Tails expressed the feeling of living in a dream. What kind of monster is this? Say I am a monster, but the guy in front of me is more like a monster. The second tail on the side did not answer, but stared at the dragon above the clouds. Look alert. Comparison. The second tail is burning with flames all over, although it can't hold the power of the dragon's breath flame. But at least it did not perform like the wolf fox like Eight-Tails. That monster. Qingshan Ryuyun's transformation, all the ninjas on the battlefield, all noticed. Yi Ui, who was still full of confidence, couldn't help but froze at this moment. Lithium. With this stupefied opportunity, Hitaki's sword light flashed. A bloodstain was cut out on Yi Yui's neck in an instant. It's a pity. I shook the white fang short sword in my hand. That's what I said, but Hitaki Tsukumo's face didn't mean the slightest pity. After all, it can slash the lightning-style chakra mode known as the strongest shield. This is already pretty good. I want to kill Yi Ui directly with swordsmanship, but I still have a dream. You guy. Yi Ui stared at a pair of tiger eyes and looked at Hitaki Sakuma viciously. Although after the lightning-style chakra mode is turned on, whether it is power, speed, or defense, have received a huge bonus. Unfortunately, even so, Yi Ui couldn't beat Hitaki Shumao. Instead, it is constantly being consumed by Hitaki Shumo. Yi Yui's head hurts all the time. I really disappointed you. It seems that the final victor of this war is Konoha. Humph. For Hitaki Tsukumo, Yi Yui just snorted. Said nothing. Quote exclamation mark quote. On Qingshan Ryuyun's side, after seeing Erwei and Eight-Tails, they both jumped long. Qingshan Ryuyun directly retracted the dragon's breath flame. From the clouds, rushed towards Eight-Tails. Eight-Tails Gyuki, originally wanted to resist with its own strength. But now, Eight-Tails has overestimated itself. Hung. Gyuki's figure of several tens of meters was directly knocked out. The figure broke several cliffs. Qingshan Ryuyun then flicked the dragon's tail and flew the second tail on the side. Yin. A dragon chant. Qingshan Ryuyun flew towards the direction of the battlefield. Dragon breath. Flames flooded the entire battlefield. The ones that were attacked were naturally the ninjas of Cloud Shinobi Village. Originally, Cloud Shinobi Village relied on the number of 5,000 ninjas, it was simply hanging Konoha. But after Qingshan Ryuyun entered the factory, the situation immediately became different. Boom, boom, boom. The dragon's breath flame carrying the aura of destruction continues to roar and burn. Lightning style has a great feeling. Some ninjas are also ready to use ninjutsu to deal with the dragon in the sky. A ninja's lightning style is nothing, but thousands of people use such lightning style together. If nothing else, the momentum is still very big. Solve it. Looking at the dragons in the sky, surrounded by dazzling thunder, the ninjas of Cloud Shinobi Village, their eyes locked tightly. Dare not leave for a moment. Unfortunately, this is just a luxury after all. The surrounding lightning did not cause any harm to Qingshan Ryuyun. He smiled disdainfully, but the figure shook slightly, and directly broke away from the surrounding thunder. Bad wind. In addition to the dragon's breath flame. After Qingshan Ryuyun is completely dragonized, he can still use the power of wind, which is similar to the dragon's breath. The dense wind blades rushed in the direction of the Cloud Shinobi Village ninja. Dragon's breath is destructive, and bad wind is cutting force. Let alone these ninjas. Even the surrounding rocky cliffs, when facing this wind blade, one counts as one, all of them are cut open. And it's the kind without resistance. For a while, the ninjas of Cloud Shinobi village fell one by one. Quote. Damn it, stop it. Eight Tails and her way, who were beaten out before, have recovered at this time. As soon as I saw Qingshan Ryuyun's movements, without saying anything, he rushed over immediately. As a perfect Jinchuriki, these tail beasts and Jinchuriki are also connected with each other. Jinchuriki's anger. The tail beasts can also feel it. As a ninja of Cloud Shinobi village, how can you not be angry when you see the ninja of Cloud Shinobi village being slapped so casually? Boom. The fist of Eight Tails Gyuki, and the blue flame of the second tail. Hurried over. Boom. Gyuki's fist slammed into Qingshan Ryuyun's face. The blue flames of the two tails also blasted on Qingshan Ryuyun's dragon scales. Although the wind blade stopped. However, with this punch of Eight Tails, Qingshan Ryuyun's figure didn't even move. Turning his head, Shenlong's eyes stared in the direction of Eight Tails Gyuki. Nuo's Zhao, how is it possible? With my full punch, I can't hit the other party. What kind of monster is this guy in front of me? Boom. Throwing away the fist of Eight Tails, Qingshan Ryuyun's figure rose to the sky. Yin. The dragon roar came again. Sitting on the cloud, Qingshan Ryuyun stared at the battlefield on the ground with a pair of eyes. Give it all to Laozi, come down. Yin. The dragon chanted loudly. A crimson light began to flash in the eyes. With Qingshan Ryuyun as the center, the invisible power began to spread to the surroundings. This is not just the power of Conqueror's Haki. In the middle, there is also Longwei, which belongs to Longhua. The original Overlord aura. Because of this, it has become more powerful. Chapter 80 Cloud Shinobi Village Lost. Advertise here. This kind of breath. How could it be possible? What kind of monster is this guy? This Longwei Conqueror's Haki, first targeted. It's the nearest Eight Tails and her way. Under this momentum, the figures of Eight Tails and her way began to tremble. The figure tens of meters began to gradually fall on the ground. It was as if he was proclaiming his loyalty to the dragon in the sky. Laozi is a tail beast. How could it be possible? As a tail beast, maybe Eight Tails and her way couldn't think of it. Actually, one day, I will kneel on the ground because of the aura of a human. Of course, even though Qingshan Ryuyun looks very different from human beings. Pity, even if you are not reconciled. But Eight Tails and Two Tails, which are not the protagonists, have no possibility of exploding. Even the tail beast is like this. The ninja over there is naturally more unbearable. The nearest ninja is directly down. Even if Qingshan Ryuyun's Haki is not a ninja against Konoha. But the aura from this travel has already made Konoha's ninja shudder. But these Konoha ninjas, more or more joyful. After all, Qingshan Ryuyun is in their hands. The stronger Qingshan 907 Ryuyun shows, the happier they are. Invincible. Master Rayun is invincible. Ryuyun-sama is number one in the ninja world. Master Rayun. The Konoha shinobi on the battlefield began to cheer the name of Qingshan Ryuyun. In comparison, the ninjas at Cloud Shinobi village have become a little weird. It's even unbelievable. How can this be? Mabuyi and Samui didn't think of the original battle. Actually will end in this way. You two are the brains of Cloud Shinobi village. This war is almost here. The Ino Shika Cho trio who was responsible for holding these ninjas stopped their attacks. Naruto smiled and looked in the direction of Mabuyi and Samui. After all, the status of these two guys in Cloud Shinobi village is not low. Among Konoha, there are naturally information about Mabuyi and Samui. Mabuyi and Samui frowned and looked at Nara Shikahisa at the same time. I thought that the other party saw that the war was about to win and was ready to show off. But in fact, after Naruto glanced sideways at the dragon above the clouds, he also gave a helpless smile. Originally I thought that resourcefulness can decide everything. But, speaking of this, Qingshan Ryuyun paused slightly. As Konoha's military advisor, Naruto has always believed in her plan. But after seeing the real power, I knew that in the face of such absolute power, all plans are imaginary. As far as Qingshan Ryuyun demonstrated the strength. Whatever you plan, there is no power to match it, and it is impossible to win in the end. Greater than. Mabuyi and Samui are both smart. I immediately understood the meaning of Naruto's words. That's not to say, even if you two plan well, but we have Qingshan Ryuyun, you can't win. Humph. Some cannot be refuted, but still snorted coldly, recounting the inner anxiety. This, as fourth Raikage's Yui, at this time, she stopped the attack in astonishment. I can't believe it, especially when I saw the eight tails and the second tail that bear the brunt. I'm really creeping on the ground at this time. She didn't dare to resist at all. Yi's heart was complicated. No matter how reckless, Yi knows that this war is no longer necessary. Can't come out Qingshan Ryuyun, their Cloud Shinobi village will never be BJAI can win. This time, Hitaki Sakumo did not take advantage of Yui's stun time to sneak attack. After all, even if you do it, there is no way to bring any real harm to Yui. It's better to be honest. After taking back the White Fang short sword, Hitaki shrugged and said. Have you decided whether you want ninjutsu? You know, your ninjas in Cloud Shinobi village can only be harvested now. Under such haki, most of the ninjas in Cloud Shinobi village fainted directly. Even if they are still standing, they are shivering and dare not take any action. I give up. What a strange topic. For Yi Ui, after becoming fourth Raikage, she has never given up to anyone. Very unwilling. But the current situation, even if Yi Ui is stupid, he knows. This means that Qingshan Ryuyun did not act. Once they move, the Cloud Shinobi village ninjas they brought over may be beaten up. Master Raikage. At this time, those Cloud Shinobi village ninjas who were still conscious all rushed over. Standing by Yi Yi's side, his face looked a little bit going to die. For Cloud Shinobi village, these people can really be fearless of life and death. Enough. Seeing this, Yi Yi is even more unlikely to choose to continue fighting. Raising a hand, looking at the surrounding Cloud Shinobi village ninjas, Yi Yi's eyes. A little bit of grief flashes. Start to retreat. Master Raikage. Cloud Shinobi village is so rough, and some people want to struggle a bit. But Yi Yi shouted directly. I said to retreat, are you not obedient? Do you want to see that all the Cloud Shinobi village ninjas are buried here today? Like an angry lion, Yi Yi roared loudly. Yes, yes. Being roared by Yi Yi with such anger, the stubborn men around didn't dare to say anything. Immediately began to organize the manpower and began to withdraw. At the same time, Qingshan Ryuyun also took back his Longway Conqueror's haki. The figure fell from the sky and turned into a half-dragon. Eight Tails and Niu who were crawling on the ground. At this time, I also exited the state of tail beastization. Changed back to Killer Bee and Wooden Golem again. Both of them looked at Qingshan Ryuyun with complicated eyes. Then he chose to obey Yi Yi's command and began to retreat. Those Cloud Shinobi village ninjas who fainted were all taken away. Chapter 81 Black White Zetsu's attention. Advertise here. This Cloud Shinobi village is quick to provoke war. But the speed of this retreat is obviously not slow. After a while, all Cloud Shinobi village ninjas have all been evacuated. Qingshan Ryuyun did not stop, because there is nothing necessary. After waiting for all the Cloud Shinobi village ninjas, all evacuated. Qingshan Ryuyun suddenly let out a loud laugh. Ha 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 ha. With the heroic laughter of Qingshan Ryuyun taking the lead. The rest of the Konoha Shinobi on the battlefield, one by one, began to laugh. We won. Victory. Master Ryuyun is invincible. Everyone knows that this is just a small victory. There is still a long time before the final victory. But it doesn't matter. With this war, all Konoha Shinobi people are full of confidence in the next war. No one thinks they will lose. After all, their leader, but Qingshan Ryuyun. In the ninja world, even if the strong do nothing, it will arouse the conviction of many people. No way, just because you are strong enough. Okay, clean up the war, go back and have a good rest. After laughing for a long time, Qingshan Ryuyun stopped and whispered, waving his hands to all the Konoha Shinobi and saying. Yes. No one retorted. After a response, they began to go back in an orderly manner. Correct. As if noticing something, Qingshan Ryuyun suddenly looked at Hitaki Shumao and the others. Find a few people and help me find my mace. His grandpa's weapons were all shot off in this battle. Without opening observation haki, Qingshan Ryuyun can't find his own weapon anymore. Qingshan Ryuyun's words let Hitaki Shumao and the Inoshika Cho trio smile at each other. No problem. Leave it to us. The strength that Qingshan Ryuyun showed in this war. I have also been convinced by Hitaki Shumo and others, so this little thing will naturally not be rejected. Ha ha. Qingshan Ryuyun moved his tibia while smiling. I have to say that this battle is definitely Qingshan Ryuyun's fight against the excitement in the past few years. Even during the last war with Sand Shinobi village. I'm not so happy like today. Just when Qingshan Ryuyun was about to leave. As if perceiving something, Wei Mimi closed her eyes and looked at a cliff not far away. What's wrong? The Inoshika Cho trio on the side thought it was something, they all followed. It's just that they can't see anything except the rocks. Nothing. Qingshan Ryuyun just smiled and shook his head, after looking at the rock for the last time. He withdrew his gaze, turned and left. Interesting. I said silently in my heart. Unexpectedly, even such a guy appeared now. Regarding the next thing, Qingshan Ryuyun is becoming more and more curious. He saw us. After all the Konoha Shinobi people have left. On the silent battlefield, a voice suddenly sounded. It is the cliff that Qingshan Ryuyun is watching. Half black and half white, a monster-like figure gradually emerged. This is the member responsible for collecting intelligence for Akatsuki in the future, the Black-White Zetsu. At the same time, he is now a subordinate of Uchiha Madara. Of course, the big secret hidden in Black-White Zetsu, Uchiha Madara does not know now. Black-White Zetsu is good at lurking. The breath-holding technique can be regarded as a single-step ninja realm. However, when Qingshan Ryuyun left, the last look he looked at. Black and White Zetsu can understand that he was discovered. It's really curious that someone can find us. White Zetsu's tone is relaxed, as if this is not a big deal. In fact, White Zetsu's tone has always been this way. This is not to look down on others, but to be too mentally retarded. Compared with White Zetsu, as the other half of Black Zetsu, he looks much smarter. Analyzing calmly, I just wanted to collect news about the tail beast, but I didn't expect to see this character. The existence of the tail beast is related to their next plan. Seeking flowers 0. Nature cares a lot, but Black and White Zetsu didn't even think about it. In this war, the most obvious existence is neither Konoha's White Fangfang, nor Fourth Raikage, nor Eight Tails in her way. It is the man from Konoha village who is known as the strongest creature in the sea, land and air. The strongest creature. Talking about this title, Black Zetsu smiled disdainfully. As the third son of Otsutsuki Kagayaji, Black Zetsu has lived for thousands of years. What kind of existence I haven't seen? Apart from being funny, Black Zetsu has no other ideas. I think this title is pretty handsome. As the other half, White Zetsu said indifferently. Point 0. Alright, Black Zetsu doesn't want to be entangled with White Zetsu now. After speaking, I interrupted the topic directly. Go back and report it to Madara, this Qingshan Ryuyun news, I still have to talk about it. Now Black Zetsu's identity is still Uchiha Madara's subordinate. Before starting the final plan, Black Zetsu will never show the slightest strange situation. Even White Zetsu, who is with Black Zetsu every day, did not find anything unusual about Black Zetsu. Allah, are you going back now? I'm still going to play outside. Living in that underground base every day. With the joy of White Zetsu as a person, how can it be possible to stay? I finally got a chance to come out, I really don't want to go back like this. To shut up. However, Black Zetsu doesn't care about White Zetsu's thoughts at all. Only after a cold reprimand. Use Mayfly technique directly, escape into the ground, and then leave quickly. Black White Zetsu has already appeared, it seems that this Madara master can't help it. Although Black White Zetsu's breath holding technique is powerful. But Qingshan Ryuyun's observation haki can still be clearly perceived. As a traverser, Qingshan Ryuyun naturally knows what the Black White Zetsu is. According to the current situation, the appearance of Black and White Zetsu obviously meant Uchiha Madara. 8. Chapter 82 Undiminished the ambition and arrogance of the year. Advertise here. From the life and death duel with Senju Hashirama, the god of ninja world. The old guy who survived. Even if it has reached the point where the oil is exhausted and the lamp is dry. But there is still a determination to subvert the ninja world. Pity. Qingshan Ryuyun couldn't help but shook his head. If it is Uchiha Madara in its heyday. Don't worry about the other party, Qingshan Ryuyun found it by himself. But the current Uchiha Madara is about to run out of oil and the lamp is dead. It depends on the vitality transmitted by the Gedo statue to survive. Maybe he will die sometime. Such Uchiha Madara, even if the momentum is still there. But Qingshan Ryuyun didn't have many thoughts of wanting to fight each other. However, if it is Uchiha Madara at its peak, it will be different. So, hurry up and implement your plan. 97. I can't wait. Qingshan Ryuyun couldn't help but think. Uchiha Madara said in front of the shinobi world. Do you want to dance too? At that time, Qingshan Ryuyun said directly. Laozi not only thinks of dancing, but also dancing. At that time, the picture will be very interesting. Cut. The land of the earth, under the bridge of the gods. In the underground base of medical darkness. Sitting in a high position, the elderly Uchiha Madara, who was connected to the Gedo statue behind him, suddenly sneezed. Someone scolds me. Sure enough to be a strong person, this may be the feeling. No matter what Uchiha Madara thinks about, people who seem to be in the same age as him are now almost dead. It's good for someone to remember himself. Not to mention scolding yourself. Could it be a cold? Uchiha Madara is a bit self-doubt. After all, this answer is the closest to the truth. A generation of ninja Shura, there will be a cold one day, Uchiha Madara himself feels incredible. Hey, am I rotten to this point? Smiled self-deprecatingly. The current Uchiha Madara, if it were not for the Gedo statue transmitting vitality every day, it might have died long ago. But even so, Uchiha Madara seems to have a feeling that he will die at any time. Hashirama, I will want you to prove that my idea is correct. Before that, I will never die. Even if you are old. But the ambition in the eyes of Uchiha Madara is also bold. It's not reduced at all that year. It is because of this that Uchiha Madara has been alive until now. Master Madara. At this moment, the figure of Black White Zetsu slowly emerged from the ground. When I saw the Black White Zetsu, Uchiha Madara put away the extra thoughts. Restore the arrogance as always. Have you found the right person? Uchiha Madara knows that he can't live long now. Even if there is a Gedo statue, it is the same. But it will take some time before the plan officially starts. So in the middle, you need to choose a person to replace Uchiha Madara to perfect the Moon Eye plan. Simply put, it is a tool man. Not yet. Uchiha Madara's order, Black Zetsu is indeed fulfilling it with all his heart. After all, this is also about Black Zetsu's own plan. However, if I didn't find it, I didn't find it. I was very helpless. The current Black White Zetsu hasn't noticed the existence of Uchiha Obito yet. Then what do you guys do when you come back? Uchiha Madara, who was still looking forward to it, turned black in an instant. Directly scolded. It's terrible. Madara-sama is terrible. White Zetsu screamed directly. Black Zetsu was a little speechless, White Zetsu's reaction, but he didn't bother to pay attention. Tell me what I saw before about Qingshan Ryuyun. The strongest creature. The name Qingshan Ryuyun is still a bit strange to Uchiha Madara. But when I heard that Qingshan Ryuyun slapped her way in 8 tails. In Uchiha Madara's eyes, there was some interest. But it's just like this. You know, Uchiha Madara at its peak can treat 9 tails like a pet. As the blood legacy boundary dragon Wa, it's really a peculiar ninja world. The blood succession boundary that has never been seen before. But this is the ninja world, the mysterious blood succession boundary, always emerging and endlessly, there are all kinds of things. Keep looking for someone who can replace me. After sighing, Uchiha Madara gradually calmed down and said lightly. Black Zetsu is a bit dumb. Then do we need to pay attention to this Qingshan Ryuyun? I don't know why, Black Zetsu always feels this Qingshan Ryuyun will affect their next plans. What do you care about? However, facing Black Zetsu, Uchiha Madara said proudly. When the plan is completed, after I resurrect, the strongest creatures are nothing more than ants. I haven't seen the power of Qingshan Ryuyun formally. Uchiha Madara, who is arrogant in his heart, doesn't take this at all. The most important thing now is to start my plan, understand? This is, hesitated, but in the end, Black Zetsu nodded. After all, in Black Zetsu's opinion, the existence of Qingshan Ryuyun may be a trouble. But as long as they complete their plan, Uchiha Madara is completely resurrected. At that time, even Qingshan Ryuyun will not be the opponent of Uchiha Madara. Thinking of this, Black Zetsu nodded secretly. First put Qingshan Ryuyun's matter aside, and began to find a replacement for Uchiha Madara. Possible, whether it's Uchiha Madara or Black Zetsu. They never thought that Qingshan Ryuyun, who they ignored for 0.8 days, would cause their plans in the future and what kind of trouble. At that time, there was really no place to cry. Of course, not everyone is talking about this topic. For example, White Zetsu. It's leisurely, humming a little tune to yourself. Looking at the leisurely appearance, it is in sharp contrast with the serious Black Zetsu as the other half. Can you shut up? The plan has not yet officially started, and no replacement has been found. Black Zetsu is upset. Oh, Black Zetsu, am I so bored? Roll. We are one, don't you go if I leave. Quote closing parenthesis. A little speechless, Black Zetsu felt that he didn't need to entangle with this critic. Chapter 83 I'm embarrassed by this bunch of reckless men. Advertise here. At the same time, the temporary camp on Cloud Shinobi Village. Even if it is night. But the camp of Cloud Shinobi Village is still brightly lit. It seems to be worried that the people on Konoha will use this to attack and kill them. There are more ninjas in the Cloud Shinobi Village who are in charge of guarding. Compared to yesterday, these ninjas of Cloud Shinobi Village are still confident. But now, these one by one, just like frosted eggplant. All of them lowered their eyebrows, completely opposite to the abundance of yesterday. Today's war, the hearts of these Cloud Shinobi Village are somewhat defeated. About a few hundred meters, the dragon sitting on the cloud. It is still engraved on the hearts of all Cloud Shinobi Village ninjas, lingering. Even 4th Raikage Yui is in the conference room where they are. Even though it was full of people, they were all silent. Boom. Seeing this, Yui, who is 4th Raikage, hit the desk in front of him with a punch. What's the matter? 19 looks like a dead person at home, cheering lousy up. We just lost a war, we haven't failed yet. Yui was not reconciled and just failed like this. Seeing the low morale like this, Yui directly began to rant loudly. If the morale is not stimulated, then there will be no need to fight in the next war. What about Qingshan Ryuyun? No matter how powerful he is, don't we have a strong one in Cloud Shinobi Village? Lousy hasn't been counseled yet. You are counseled. We do not have. It's really hard for a group of reckless men to admit their counsel. With the first one taking the lead, there will be a second, third. We won't admit it. How can I admit it? Damn, it's Konoha. Most of the people in the conference room are wiping their fists. Full of anger. After all, even they did not expect that the original tenable battle would be lost. And it was not lost to Konoha, but only to Qingshan Ryuyun. Yo, bastard, idiot, Xiaoba and I are not afraid. Killer B, who recovered his heart, performed the same rap action as before. Wooden Golem on the side nodded seriously. Yes, we haven't lost yet, and this war is not over. With Killer B and the two led by Wooden Golem, the effect is very good. Looking at the people who have recovered, Yui secretly felt relieved. Fortunately, everyone has adjusted. Otherwise, Yui really doesn't know what to do. But when I think of Qingshan Ryuyun, there is some worry in Yui's heart. Do you have any idea? No way, Yui can only look in the direction of Mabuyi and Samui. This plan should be entrusted to professional people to do it. After noticing the eyes of the people around, they are all concentrated. Mabuyi and Samui couldn't help but glance at each other, and they both saw the helplessness in each other's eyes. Nara Luju is right in one sentence. In the face of absolute power, all the schemes are nothing but nothing. For example, the current Qingshan Ryuyun. Even Mabuyi and Samui want to break their heads, but they don't know what they can do to contain Qingshan Ryuyun. After all, this is the gap in absolute combat power. Is there no way? Seeing Mabuyi and Samui in silence, Yi Yai was a little lost. Ahem. Seeing the morale that has finally recovered, there are signs that it is going to decrease. Mabuyi and Samui couldn't keep silent anymore, they said quickly. Although we can't deal with Qingshan Ryuyun, if we deal with Konoha, we can still do it. Huh, isn't that a meaning? Isn't Qingshan Ryuyun just Konoha's ninja? Sure enough, the reckless way of thinking has always been a straight line. Of course not. Silently flipped through by Akugan. Mabuyi and Samui continued. In this ninja world war, Konoha is not only our opponent, Cloud Shinobi village, but there are other shinobi villages too. What's wrong? The strong among Konoha, didn't they all rush to other battlefields? The news of the battlefield distribution, they have known for a long time. Orochimaru and Tsunade are in charge of Sand Shinobi village. The pair of masters Jiraiya and Namikaze Minato, plus the blood successor family Hyuga. Responsible for dealing with Iwagakure. What is the future is not clear. But in a short time, other shinobu villages will definitely not get any benefits. 2 consultants, just tell me if you have any questions, and don't make it difficult for us. Looking at the unpredictable look of Samui and Mabuyi. Most people in the conference room are helpless. From Wooden Golem, he said directly. Knowing that you are smart, can you stop showing off and be embarrassed? Alright, a little speechless, but Samui and Mabuyi nodded. Ninja World 910 5 Great Ninja Villages, isn't this still one Kurigakure? Kurigakure. Yi Yai was puzzled first, and then reacted enough. I have to say, because it has always been mysterious. Yi Yai almost forgot, there is another Kurigakure. What happened to Kurigakure? My lord Raikage, it's all here, can't you react? Mabuyi and Samui are a little helpless. Fortunately, they are all used to their own Raikage. After helpless, continued. Now Konoha's top combat power has been allocated. If Kurigakure also declares war on Konoha at this time. Can anyone stop Konoha? Yes. This wave of analysis has brightened everyone in the conference room. No matter how strong Qingshan Ryuyun is, even if it can beat us Cloud Shinobi village, what will happen? Konoha has been defeated, so Qingshan Ryuyun alone can't change anything. Wooden Golem on the side said calmly. It's just that Kurigakure didn't participate in either the First Ninja World War or the Second Ninja World War. Can they participate this time? Chapter 84. Yes. Lousy still has weapons. Advertise here. Indeed, the plan is a good plan. But if Kurigakure does not declare war on Qingshan Ryuyun, it's no use saying anything. Regarding the question raised by Wooden Golem, Samui and Mabuyi smiled confidently. We have inquired. Kurigakure recently changed to a new Mizukage, compared with the previous Mizukage, this 4th Mizukage, but a person who is not willing to be lonely. 3rd Mizukage is too mediocre. This is also the reason why Kurigakure has been mysterious and silent in the ninja world before. But this new 4th Mizukage Yagura, it's completely different. Not only Kurigakure's 3 tails Jinchuriki. Jinchuriki is also perfect, and his heart is not weaker than others. Very good. Yi Yai patted the table with joy in her eyes. Obviously I feel the feasibility of this method. Even the killer bee on the side. Can't help but sigh. This is the look from Shueba looking up to Shueba. You really deserve to be the think tanks of Cloud Shinobi village. You have already figured out how to deal with it after the defeat outside. Quote. It's just the words that are said. It really makes people unhappy. Mabuyi and Sam Yiki were speechless and gave Killer Bee a glance. Yi Yai slapped Killer Bee's head with a slap. Shut up if you can't speak. Listen to what you are saying. Are they boasting or hurting others? Okay, I will post some news to the people of Kurigakure. The 4 ninja villages will attack Konoha together. If this new Mizukage is a little bit angry, I will never miss this opportunity. But as long as the shadow of a village who dares to fight, I will never miss such a good opportunity. Because of such a plan, the morale of Cloud Shinobi village has completely changed. But in the next few days, Cloud Shinobi village is nothing. After all, since you already know that you can't fight, why do you want to fight Qingshan Ryuyun hard? The reckless man belongs to the reckless man, but he is not foolish. So boring. The temporary camp on Konoha's side. Sitting in the conference room, Qingshan Ryuyun above the main seat is full of boredom. Didn't they all say that the people in Sand Shinobi village are reckless? Why are they not fierce, lousy? Qingshan Ryuyun is a little nostalgic. Those stubborn guys look like critics. Quote. Hataki Shumo and others, who also stayed in the meeting room. After hearing such a sigh, he flipped to Byakugan. Those people are just reckless, not really retarded. Just the strength you showed before. Those brats, anyone who has a bit of a brain knows. It is impossible to choose to continue the war without absolute certainty. Master Ryuyun. At this time, 2 Chunin came in from outside the meeting room. 2 Chunin, carrying a mace together. About 2 meters, hundreds of kilograms of mace. Even if it was taken by 2 Chunin, they still seemed to run away. Master Ryuyun, we found your weapon. That's right, this mace is exactly the weapon that Qingshan Ryuyun was hit on the battlefield and didn't know where it went. Yes, I just said, how do I feel shortcomings lately? When I saw this mace, Qingshan Ryuyun was taken aback. Then immediately reacted. No wonder, These days, Qingshan Ryuyun always feels that he is missing something. It turned out to be this. Can you forget your own weapons? Hatake Shumao on the side, looking at Qingshan Ryuyun with a dazed face, couldn't help but say. Qingshan Ryuyun waved his hand indifferently. Well, after all, if you don't fight, who will pay attention to this? After saying a word, he took the weapon from the hands of the two Chunin. The weapon raised by two Chunin with all their strength. But in Qingshan Ryuyun's hands, it was as light as a feather, waving casually. Thank you, Qingshan Ryuyun said naturally. After all, these people are still finding weapons for themselves. It's okay, no problem. For Ryuyun-sama, we can do anything. Qingshan Ryuyun at this time, in the hearts of these ninjas, is almost like a god. Hurriedly waved his hand and said, God or something, ha 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 ha. I want to laugh a little, and it is true that this is also the sincere remarks of the subordinates. Qingshan Ryuyun will naturally not care. But I didn't expect to find it now. It has been several days since the last war, I didn't expect to be found now. Sorry, Lord Ryuyun, this weapon was shot a little far away, we found it several kilometers away. Mountain. That's really far. All right. Nothing. You go down first. Yes. Sure enough, he is the man that my elder mother likes. The battle situation at Cloud Shinobi village will naturally spread to the entire Konoha. Facing the declaration of war by 3 ninja villages at the same time. Konoha now desperately needs a big victory to raise morale. And Qingshan Ryuyun just happened to send this big victory. In the Konoha camp at San Shinobi village. As the commander-in-chief Tsunade, after seeing this report, he couldn't help but rejoice. When talking about the name Qingshan Ryuyun, Tsunade's eyes flashed little stars. Well, is it Ryuyun-kun after all? Orochimaru on the side also smiled and said. During this period, Orochimaru's heart still wanted to protect Konoha. Ha ha, Orochimaru's praise made Tsunade smile more happily. Master Tsunade. At this time, Kaido-dan came to Tsunade again, and it was obvious that this was not the first time. I brought you dinner. The borders of the Kingdom of Wind are lacking in materials. I have spent a lot of energy to find these things. Quote. Looking at Kaido-dan's hand, it was a rich dinner. Tsunade was a little silent. Does this guy really know how to write dead words? Thank you, you go out first. Yes. After receiving Tsunade's praise, Kaido-dan's face was full of joy. Without thinking about it, he turned and left. It's just that, looking at the dinner in front of me. Tsunade didn't know what to say. As for eating, forget it. Tsunade said that I wouldn't look at Kaido-dan differently because of this. Chapter 85. Are you looking for death by yourself? Advertise here. Especially when noting. Orochimaru on the side, as if watching a play, smiled and looked at his side. Tsunade turned directly over by Akugan. What do you look at? Just laugh. Believe it or not, the old lady beat you up. Well, shrugged. Ridicule. For Tsunade's strange power punch, Orochimaru's heart is also a little thoughtful. Are you sure you don't want to eat it? After all, this dinner still looks quite hearty. If you want it, I will want it. Take it. Although it looks good, Tsunade waved his hand in disgust. Even Tsunade feels that Kaido-dan is a little overwhelmed. Who do you think the old lady is? Isn't it okay to let Kaido-dan die? Why is he still alive? Orochimaru was a little surprised. After all, Tsunade had never said anything like this before. It seems to be annoying by Kaido-dan. Do not worry. Orochimaru smiled confidently. At the beginning of the next war, Kaido-dan will die on the battlefield as the hero of Konoha. Orochimaru said very plainly, as if it's not a big deal. Shout. It's cheaper for him. Tsunade has nothing to refute about this. 910. Being able to die as a Konoha hero is already an honor for Kaido-dan. Poor Kaido-dan doesn't know yet, he has been labeled as dead by Orochimaru. No way. People who are worried about themselves shouldn't be worried about, isn't this the one who wants to die by himself? At the same time, in the Konoha village, Hokage building, the country of fire. Looking at the war report on the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi village. Sarutobi Hiruzen is full of joy. Okay. Well played, it really deserves to be Qingshan Ryuyun. Although the battlefields at San Shinobi village and Iwagakure are not at a disadvantage. But there is no advantage. Now we can see that in the Cloud Shinobi village battlefield, Qingshan Ryuyun played such an advantage, and Sarutobi Hiruzen was naturally very happy. Because of the start of the Third Ninja World War, those worried Yin Luo in my heart. At this moment, it is also swept away. Even in the face of so many ninja village teamwork, they Konoha are the strongest. Ha 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 ha, Sarutobi Hiruzen laughed happily directly. It's just that Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura, and Shimura Danzo who are in this office with BJAI. I can't be happy at this time. For them, whether it is the San Shinobi village battlefield or the Iwagakure battlefield, it is good to have an advantage. But why is it the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi village? You know, their relationship with Qingshan Ryuyun is not very good. Looking at Sarutobi Hiruzen who is so happy, Danzo feels that he needs to remind him. Be sober, Hiruzen. Don't you think that Qingshan Ryuyun's current prestige is too dazzling? This, sure enough, being said so. The smile on Sarutobi Hiruzen's face instantly froze. Lost in thought. You know, Sarutobi Hiruzen is also very greedy for this position of Hokage. I originally planned to train Namikaze Minato as a tool man in this war. But now it seems that there is the existence of Qingshan Ryuyun. The light of Namikaze Minato can only be covered by Qingshan Ryuyun. This Qingshan Ryuyun. Frowning slightly, the joy just now has dissipated. More, it is still fear of Qingshan Ryuyun, fear that Qingshan Ryuyun will threaten his position of Hokage. If Qingshan Ryuyun really boarded the position of 4th Hokage, it is not difficult to see that if Sarutobi Hiruzen still wants to touch Hokage's power, Qingshan Ryuyun may just hit him with a punch. After all, that is the strongest creature that even Elder Konoha dared to beat. How could you care about a former Hokage? Seeing Sarutobi Hiruzen's reaction, Shimura Danzo and others on the side all smiled slightly. Anyway, as long as they can add some blockage to Qingshan Ryuyun, they will be very happy. At this moment, an Anbu figure appeared in front of Sarutobi Hiruzen. Master Hokage. Anbu held a scroll in his hand. Could it be that something went wrong on the battlefield? First put away the inner calculations, took the scroll that Anbu handed over, and looked at it confidently. How can it be? The original face was still plain. After seeing the contents of this scroll, I was immediately astonished. Such a reaction shocked Udatain Kaharu, Mitokado Homura and Shimura Danzo nearby. What's wrong? Which battlefield lost? More serious than this? Putting down the scroll in his hand, Sarutobi Hiruzen said blankly. What's the matter? More serious than this? What's the situation? Kurigakure, declare war on Konoha. Some can't believe it, but the facts are right in front of you, Sarutobi Hiruzen said with complicated eyes. What? Danzo and others, who were originally quite plain, immediately followed in amazement. Kurigakure declared war on Konoha. What happened to his grandpa? Danzo and others who have been unable to settle down immediately snatched the scroll in Sarutobi Hiruzen's hand, looked at it carefully, and didn't want to let go of a word. After a few minutes, F4 in Konoha village, all silent. Not only has war declared, but the 4,000 ninjas assembled by Kurigakure have entered the realm of the Land of Fire. Because of the ninja war, I am responsible for guarding the ninjas on Kurigakure's side. Are all transferred away. Kurigakure's ninja, without any obstacles, directly entered the border of the Land of Fire. Looking at it, it will not take long before you can come to Konoha. No, this is definitely not possible. Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura are a little panicked. They care about this precious position of elder. But if Konoha village is gone, then they are still Konoha's elders. It's a fart to say no, think of a way. The grumpy Sarutobi Hiruzen slapped the table directly. Looking at the disturbed Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura. Just listen to you chatting here. If you know that the big event is not good, then you can give away to get along. Let them dominate. But if it is for Konoha, it is really difficult for them. Chapter 86 Is it awake? Advertise here. Why don't we make ninjas back from other battlefields? Suddenly, Mitokado Homura whispered a method he thought of. It's just that as soon as these words come out, Sarutobi Hiruzen and others turn to Byakugan together. This kind of useless fart, you don't need to release it in the future. Now Kurigakure is about to hit Konoha, Sarutobi Hiruzen is too lazy to worry about the face of old friends. Also dispatched ninjas from other battlefields. Do you have any brains? There were not many Konoha shinobi from 2 to 1000 on their respective battlefields. If you adjust it again, then you don't need to fight in other places. Quote closing parenthesis. Mitokado Homura also realized that he had said a steamed bun idea. But no way, this is the best way Mitokado Homura can come up with. There is no way, we can only get on it. Fortunately, Konoha still left some ninjas, plus the Uchiha clan, it should be able to stop. At this time, Sarutobi Hiruzen is still not cowardly. I chose to go to the battlefield myself. Sarutobi Hiruzen regrets it a little bit, I knew it, I listened to Qingshan Ryuyun's proposal at the beginning, beware of Kurigakure. It turned out to be better now. Others have already hit the country of fire, and they only received the news. Hokage of the old man, I'm pretty good at it. I sighed helplessly in my heart. But what Sarutobi Hiruzen said. Instead, Danzo, who was on the side, raised his brows slightly. Sarutobi Hiruzen flipped a Byakugan angrily and said directly. Of course it's us, you don't really want to watch Kurigakure's call come over. Danzo did not speak. This result is definitely not wanted. I sighed silently in my heart. Danzo has decided to go to the battlefield with Sarutobi Hiruzen. Just to show those juniors, the old man, as a disciple of second Hokage, Konoha Zeon, the leader of Gen. It's not a vain name. Ahem. However, Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, who are also F4 members. After looking at each other, he took a half step back tacitly. Well, since we already have you, then we don't have to go. Yes, the two of us can stay with Konoha. Persuaded. I haven't done it for so many years. Let them go to the battlefield again. It's terrible. Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura Danzo did not speak, two pairs of silent eyes, silently looking at Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura. The old man is in the same age as you. You are all ready to go to the battlefield, you still want to stay in Konoha safely. Is it awake? Needless to say, you go with us. What a joke. Although I don't think there is any use for Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura to go to the battlefield. But when I think of my age, I have gone to such a dangerous battlefield. You two and the old man summoning, still want to be lazy. With this, Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura couldn't help but glance at each other, and they both saw the helplessness in each other's eyes. Hiruzen, I want to try hard to say something. In places like the battlefield, Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura really don't want to go. However, Sarutobi Hiruzen doesn't want to talk nonsense with these two guys at all. Enough. I waved my hand and interrupted. Go back and be prepared, leave Konoha with the old man tomorrow, and stop Kurigakure. Greater than. What can I say? Sarutobi Hiruzen, Hokage's orders have come out. If Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura want to be lazy, they can't say anything. He glanced at each other helplessly, and then left the Hokage building side by side. Looking at it, it should be to prepare some life-saving things. The situation of these two old guys, Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't bother to care. Attention, completely focused on Danzo. Although Danzo's strength is not so powerful in cage level, but at least it is also cage level. Danzo, I didn't expect us to fight together again. Humph. After being said that, Danzo's eyes also flashed some nostalgia. But soon recovered. After a cold snort, Danzo said with an aloof face. Seeking flowers 0. It's a mere Kurigakure. Even without you, the old man can solve it all by himself. Sarutobi Hiruzen did not answer. Just looking at Danzo inexplicably. This old guy, his brain is broken, listen to what nonsense you are talking about. Although Kurigakure has not done much in the ninja world all the year round. But this does not mean that Kurigakure is weak. On the contrary, Kurigakure's high-end combat power is not a lot at all. This old friend of my own is too tough. Sarutobi Hiruzen suddenly became a little worried. Humph. Danzo doesn't care what Sarutobi Hiruzen thinks. Did not wait for Sarutobi Hiruzen's answer. Point 0. Danzo snorted again, turned around, and left directly. This guy sighed and shook his head. Sarutobi Hiruzen does not have much time now to entangle Danzo's problems. Waved his hand, and Anbu appeared in front of Sarutobi Hiruzen. Go and inform the patriarch of the Uchiha clan, let them prepare and go to the battlefield. If possible, Sarutobi Hiruzen certainly does not want the Uchiha clan. There is a chance to be on the battlefield. But no way, Konoha has no one. If you don't use the power of the Uchiha clan at this time. Sarutobi Hiruzen doesn't have much confidence in himself and can defeat Kurigakure. But speaking of it, Sharingan of the Uchiha clan deals with the Kurigakure ninja who lives in the mist all year round. Is somewhat restrained, but Sarutobi Hiruzen doesn't care about these. Yes, after Anbu responded, he was about to leave. And many more. Suddenly thinking of something, Sarutobi Hiruzen stopped. Send another message to Rayun and ask him to send some ninjas back for help. Yes. After responding, Anbu left instantly. According to Sarutobi Hiruzen. Since Qingshan Ryuyun can play such an advantage in the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi village. So even if you send some ninjas to help Konoha, there should be no problem. 8. Chapter 87. When was Lousy afraid of trouble? Advertise here. Ha 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 ha. Cloud Shinobi village boundary, in Konoha's camp. In the simple meeting room, Qingshan Ryuyun's heroic laughter is coming. It seems that something happy happened. That's why I laughed like this. Greater than. It's just that, looking at Qingshan Ryuyun's laughter. The Hitaki Shumo and Inoshika Cho trio on the side are a little helpless. Ryuyun, the news is said, Kurigakure also declared war on Konoha. Are you sure this is the time to laugh? The original 1 to 3 is already very difficult. Yes, now it's 1 to 4 directly. Even Kurigakure came out. Hitaki Shumo and others feel this thing completely. What's funny? Shouldn't they all be taken seriously? That's not it. Green, 910, Mountain Ryuyun smiled and waved. Of course, Qingshan Ryuyun was not so happy because Kurigakure declared war on Konoha. Instead, look, Konoha's F4 is actually going to the battlefield. F4. Quote. I have to say that this is the first time Hitaki and others have heard of such a name. Qingshan Ryuyun laughed for a long time before he converged. These old guys are actually going to the battlefield. I'm afraid that they are not used to being domineering. Forget who they are. Qingshan Ryuyun doesn't look down on them. If you let them chat in Konoha, it's okay. But what if you put them on the battlefield? Oh, I'm afraid it's not the first to die first. There is not much ability, but the head is very iron. At this time, Hitaki Shumao and Inoshika Cho trio had already heard what Qingshan Ryuyun meant. Some hesitation, but Naruto still said, Hokage-sama has the title of shinobi after all, plus Elder Danzo is also a cage-level powerhouse. As for Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, these two names, Nara, have not been said for a long time. Maybe, Naruto also thinks these two goods are useless, right? Well, Danzo's dead trash, it's estimated that even the 7 ninja swords can't be beaten. But also, the 7 ninja swords of this period are famous and famous. Haven't been kicked by might die as the three auspicious treasures. With Danzo's strength, it's weird to be able to fight. As for Sarutobi Hiruzen, you look at this third Hokage too high, maybe it was good when you were young, but now. It really doesn't work. In his youth, Sarutobi Hiruzen barely deserves the title of Jonin male. But now, not only weak, but also counseling. Anyway, there is such a Hokage, Qingshan Ryuyun feels embarrassing. At this time, Hatake Shumo and others didn't know what to say. With those high-level people with Konoha, you can't look down on them, sigh. Then what do we do now? Do we send ninjas back to help? This message says above, Sarutobi Hiruzen asked them to send some ninjas back. Hatake Shumo and Naruto looked at Qingshan Ryuyun together. After all, the only one who can make a decision is the commander-in-chief Qingshan Ryuyun. Are you sure you are sending a ninja back to help, not sending a ninja back to die? Qingshan Ryuyun said very directly. Hatake Sakumo and Naruto on the side did not refute anything. You know, the dangerous situation on Kurigakure's side. Sending a ninja over, basically go to die. And stay here, even if the opponent is Cloud Shinobi village. But with Qingshan Ryuyun there will be no danger. But, if there is no response at all, will it? Naruto hesitated for a long time and said, that is third Hokage after all. If you really ignore this request, will it be too shameless? When have you seen me deliberately give others face? Quote closing parenthesis. Okay. Qingshan Ryuyun's words made Naruto instantly mute. It really is. But, after thinking for a while, Qingshan Ryuyun waved his hand and said. Let the ninjas who were seriously injured in the war before, send them back to Konoha. Wounded ninja, Hatake Shumo and others have some doubts. But Qingshan Ryuyun said directly. Yes, the medical ninjas we brought out here are only average. Shouldn't the seriously injured ninjas just wait here to die? Qingshan Ryuyun does not know any medical ninjutsu. Looking at Qingshan Ryuyun with a serious face. The trio of Hatake Sakumo and Ino, Shika, Cho smiled faintly after looking at each other. Sure enough, even if Qingshan Ryuyun never said enough. But in my heart, I still care about Konoha Shinobi. What should Master Hokage smell over there? If you have any responsibility, just push it to me. I don't believe that the old guy dares to trouble Lousy. Qingshan Ryuyun waved his hand impatiently. I'm worthy of Sarutobi Hiruzen. If you want to be held accountable, please be accountable. See if this uncle will care. It sounds like we are afraid of things. What this said made Hatake Sakumo couldn't help but flip through Byakugan. Look down on people. We get it. The Ino Shika Cho trio also smiled faintly. Without saying much, I turned around and started to go out, organize the seriously injured ninjas, and start to return to Konoha. Lu Ju, after waiting for leaving the meeting room. As one of the members of Ino, Shika, Cho, Yamanaka Kyoichi and Akamaiki Dingza, only looked at Nara Shikahisa. Are we going to stand now? The Ino Shika Cho tribe can live safely and steadily from the Sengoku era to the present. And the three tribes joined forces, the position among Konoha, 0.8. Compared to Hyuga and Uchiha, they are not much different. By virtue of that, they know how to stand, and the high IQ of the Nara family. This Hokage, Lord third generation, can't be done for long. Naruto sees everything very clearly. Do you think that once Lord third generation abdicates, who will be the next Hokage? This. Both Yamanaka Keiichi and Akamaiki Dingza hesitated. They are far worse than IQ. Naruto didn't care, took the lead and said to herself. Master Jiraiya is too loose, not suitable for the position of Hokage. As for Orochimaru-sama, there was a big chance, but now, it should be impossible. Chapter 88 Sarutobi Hiruzen is so angry. Advertise here. Originally, Nara Kajiu also thought Orochimaru is very likely to become the next Hokage. But in recent years, Naruto discovered that Orochimaru has changed, become even stranger. Although I don't know the specific situation. But Narashika knew that Orochimaru's chance of becoming Hokage was very slim. In the end, the only qualified ones are Ryun-sama and Tsunade-sama. These two, no matter who becomes Hokage, is there any difference? Who doesn't know Konoha? Qingshan Ryuyun and Tsunade are a pair. These two people, no matter who becomes Hokage, there is not much difference. Therefore, there is not much difference between Qingshan Ryuyun and Tsunade in team. Isn't that stable? The eyes of Yamanaka Keiichi and Akamaiki Dingza were a little bright. With that said, don't they already stand in the right place? Not at all, there is also Namikaze Minato. What does this have to do with Namikaze Minato? When I heard this name, Yamanaka Keiichi and Akamaiki Dingza were a little at a loss. Isn't this Namikaze Minato Jiraiya's apprentice? Competing for the position of Hokage, what does it have to do with Namikaze Minato? Well, our third generation Master 19, but he is not willing to abdicate like this, he still wants to train a tool man. With the means and resourcefulness of the Nara clan. It is easy to analyze something. From this third ninja war period. It can be seen that Sarutobi Hiruzen made Namikaze Minato become Jiraiya's deputy. Sarutobi Hiruzen wants to cultivate Namikaze Minato. But it's too tender. Facing opponents like Qingshan Ryuyun and Tsunade. Narakazu doesn't think Namikaze Minato will have any chance of winning. Looking at the confident face of Narakazu, Yamanaka Keiichi and Akamaiki Dingza did not answer, they just looked at each other. Then he looked at Naraluju together. Just arrange it. Yes, we all support you anyway. The Inoshika Cho tribe, led by the Nara tribe, and Yamanaka Keiichi and Akamaiki Dingza, both believe in Nara's wisdom. You two guys. Faced with such trusting gaze, Naralu couldn't help laughing for a long time. Shook his head and didn't say much. Go to the camp, where the wounded live. Send some seriously injured ninjas back to Konoha. This. Grown-ups. Such an order made those ninjas who have already achieved the plan to wait for their deaths to be astonished. You know, on the battlefield, those big people rarely care about the fate of these ninjas as cannon fodder. Relax. This is an order from Lord Rayun. Nara Shikahisa, who saw these people's thoughts, smiled kindly. If there is no order from Qingshan Ryuyun, such a thing, Naradir didn't have the guts to do it for a long time. Master Ryuyun. The wounded were even more moved, and some struggled to stand up. For Ryuyun-sama, for Konoha, we can fight again. Yes, we can continue to fight. We are willing to die. The scholar dies for the confidant. What I said may be what I mean. Even if Nara has experienced many things, facing these resolute eyes, I was a little stunned. Sure enough, only Ryuyun-sama is the most suitable Hokage. Don't worry, Ryuyun-sama is here, none of you need to die, so go back to Konoha to heal your wounds with peace of mind. If you want to fight again, at least you have to heal your wounds. This matter, let Qingshan Ryuyun's prestige rise again to a height. I believe that after these wounded are returned to Konoha, the whole Konoha will begin to sing the name of Qingshan Ryuyun. Well, I always feel that my reputation has improved. Standing outside the meeting room, Qingshan Ryuyun can clearly notice that these ninjas around, looking at his own eyes, have become a little admired. Obviously, I never thought about improving my reputation. Hatake Tsukumo on the side sounded a little funny. Throughout Konoha, I don't know how many people want their reputation to resound through the shinobi world. But Qingshan Ryuyun is good, but dislikes it. Why, haven't you thought of becoming Hokage? With this prestige, after the end of the Ninja World War, Qingshan Ryuyun's fourth Hokage steadily. Hokage. When Qingshan Ryuyun heard this, he was taken aback for a moment, and then he shook his head decisively. No way, no way. Being a Hokage is too much trouble. That naive person would like to be a Hokage. Quote. Hatake Shumao is even more speechless. In Konoha, more than 90% of ninjas have a dream of becoming Hokage. How come to you, it becomes a troublesome thing? How about you? Qingshan Ryuyun looked at Hatake Shumao on the side. Have you never thought of becoming Hokage? I just forget it, I don't know how to count people. Hatake Tsukumo shook his head. It's easy to suffer. But what this said, Qingshan Ryuyun is not happy. Are you saying that I am good at calculating people? You can't count 910 people, so you don't want to be a Hokage. Then you let me be Hokage, don't you think I'm good at calculating people? Hatake Shumao did not answer, but silently glanced at Qingshan Ryuyun. Then left quickly. No, do you want to be beaten? Is this non-answer serious? It's better than answering, the effect is not bad. After hearing what Qingshan Ryuyun said, Hatake Shumao left faster. Nonsense, do you stay here waiting to be beaten? This is the ninja that Qingshan Ryuyun transferred back. Konoha village, look at these ninjas who have returned from the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi village. Sarutobi Hiruzen has a low tone. Even the best city can't help it. All were wounded, some couldn't even stand up, let alone fight against Kurigakure. Master Hokage. But the eyes of these people are all looking at themselves. Even if my heart is angry enough to roar. But on the surface, Sarutobi Hiruzen can only maintain his usual benevolent tone, speaking kindly. I see, take them to the hospital for treatment. These people are Konoha's heroes. Yes. Chapter 89. Is this Cloud Shinobi village crazy? Advertise here. Damn it. Damn it. In the Hokage building, Sarutobi Hiruzen roared. When only F4 is present, everyone knows each other. Therefore, Sarutobi Hiruzen does not need to maintain his own personality of Rinhi Hokage. What exactly does this Qingshan Ryuyun mean, disobey the old man? Let you send ninjas back to help. Well, you sent some cruel ninjas directly. If Sarutobi Hiruzen really brings these ninjas to the battlefield. Imaginable. Sarutobi Hiruzen is basically over. Danzo on the side, after seeing the angry look of Sarutobi Hiruzen. He said lightly. The old man said long ago that this Qingshan Ryuyun is not credible. It's useless to say such bullshit now. Sarutobi Hiruzen has always known that Qingshan Ryuyun's heart is very dissatisfied with his Hokage. It was okay before, but I didn't expect that Qingshan Ryuyun now can be so straightforward to lose face. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura on the side. As if seeing an opportunity for revenge, I said directly. I think it's better to judge Qingshan Ryuyun directly as rebellious. Don't believe it, the whole Konoha, will we still be afraid of a Qingshan Ryuyun? Greater than, even Shimura Danzo, who has the same grudge with Qingshan Ryuyun. Did not speak at this time. Like Sarutobi Hiruzen, the eyes of the two people looked at Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura as if they were mentally handicapped. What's wrong? If Qingshan Ryuyun is judged to be a traitor, will you be responsible for the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi Village? Dumb. I don't want to deal with Kurigakure anymore, let alone Cloud Shinobi Village. Sarutobi Hiruzen is speechless. Are these two old friends so stupid? What kind of mentally retarded words can be said? Forget other periods. Now is the time of war. On the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi Village, Qingshan Ryuyun, who played an advantage, is basically Konoha's hero. Judged him as rebellious. Let's not talk about the impact. This battlefield of Cloud Shinobi Village, without the existence of Qingshan Ryuyun, is basically lost. This is why, even though Sarutobi Hiruzen was so angry that he roared, there was no reason to do anything to Qingshan Ryuyun. Konoha now need Qingshan Ryuyun, the top combat power. Okay. In the end, it was Sarutobi Hiruzen, the Hokage, who said decisively. Can't wait any longer. Gather together the 1,000 ninja worlds that are left in the village, plus the Uchiha clan, let's fight Kurigakure together. Old man, no problem. Danzo said lightly. Danzo, although he has an extraordinary obsession with the position of Hokage, Danzo has even assassinated Sarutobi Hiruzen. But Danzo is also a man who will abandon everything for Konoha. For the village, never back down. But as the other two of F4, Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura are a bit difficult. Well, if we should stay in Konoha. This Konoha can't be guarded by anyone, you say yes. Even at this time, Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura still want to fight for it. In such a dangerous place on the battlefield, they really don't want to go. Ha ha, I flipped a Byakugan angrily, he laughed. Up to now, I still want to stay in Konoha peacefully. Simply dreaming. Is this kind of nasty criticism of Cloud Shinobi Village crazy? On the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi Village. Watching the commanding 8 Tails Jinchuriki Killer Bee, and the second tail Jinchuriki by Wooden Golem. Let them rush to their own Yui. Qingshan Ryuyun is now a little confused. Knowing that I can't fight, I still want to fight. What is this not nasty criticism? Yin. However, other people have called the door, Qingshan Ryuyun naturally wants to greet him. Roar, roar. With 2 roars, the tailed beast bomb condensed by 8 tails and 2 tails flew to the location of Qingshan Ryuyun. Dragon breath. Qingshan Ryuyun didn't mean to avoid. The dragon's breath flame with a destructive aura, directly facing the tailed beast bomb, blasted past. The scorching dragon's breath flame. It directly covers the 2 tailed beast bombs. It didn't take long for the stalemate to explode. Boom. The surrounding rocks and cliffs were all shaken by the explosion. What a monster. Seeing the dragon's breath flame that can offset their tailed beast bomb, Niu couldn't help but sigh. 8 tails on the side also nodded. Quote. Human beings now are really scary. Forget it. Our mission has been completed, let's go. 8 tails and Erway did not hesitate. 2 silly batches. This is a bit maddening. Qingshan Ryuyun. It doesn't say anything when it comes, it's just a tailed beast bomb, and it runs after the fight. See, lousy is so bully, isn't it? Yin. With a dragon chant, Qingshan Ryuyun's figure rushed directly from above the clouds in the direction of 8 tails and Erway. The speed of this flight is definitely faster than the escape speed of 8 tails and Erway. The dragon's tail flicked several times in a row. 8 tails and Erway were taken away directly. 2 idiots, dare to come again next time and see if lousy can cook you up. After dropping a word, Qingshan Ryuyun turned around and flew away. At this time, the 8 nods tail and the second tail that were flew away, glanced back. The figure began to change and became like Jinchuriki again. That Qingshan Ryuyun is too scary. Killer Bee doesn't even have the thought of rap at this time. Falling to the ground with a face full of helplessness. Wooden Golem on the side, after standing up again, patted the dust on his clothes. Focusing on the direction Qingshan Ryuyun had just left. That guy is so handsome. After being hung and beaten several times, Wooden Golem felt that he had a different feeling for Qingshan Ryuyun. Yes. Qingshan Ryuyun on the side, after hearing the sigh from Wooden Golem. Turning to Byakugan and said, he's handsome, I'm ugly, can we go back now? Call. When Byakugan turned over, Wooden Golem said that he did not want to talk to Killer Bee. Chapter 90 Back to Konoha. That must be impossible. Advertise here. Defeat the tail beast again. Qingshan Ryuyun greeted the cheers of the Konoha shinobi and worshipped eyes. Back in the camp, Master Ryuyun is amazing. With this adult, we will definitely be able to win. Of course, Ryuyun-sama is invincible. But how about when I was in Konoha village? But in this camp, Qingshan Ryuyun is simply the god in everyone's heart. It seems that as long as Qingshan Ryuyun is there will be no danger, and it can't be dealt with. For these comments, Qingshan Ryuyun is obviously used to listening. So there is nothing to say, carrying a mace, and walking back to the meeting room. Swaggering and sitting on the main seat. You guys said, are the brats of Cloud Shinobi Village crazy, knowing that they can't beat them, they still want to beat them. I have experienced a sneak attack like today. With Qingshan Ryuyun's observation Haki in, Cloud Shinobi Village is impossible to succeed. Every time I meet, but still persevering. I don't know, I thought that such a shameful criticism of Cloud Shinobi Village, do you like to be beaten? I think it might be someone outside 910 willing. At this time, Naruto, who had not spoken much, thought about it and said. It seems to be thinking of something. Qingshan Ryuyun turned to look at Naruto. According to some information, Cloud Shinobi village contacted Kurigakure before Kurigakure declared war on Konoha. Although it cannot be said that Kurigakure will declare war on Konoha, which Cloud Shinobi village instigated. But it's almost there. Qingshan Ryuyun did not doubt the intelligence capabilities of the Nara clan. Do you want to thank you for shooting Cloud Shinobi village? After all, if it weren't for them, Qingshan Ryuyun would not have seen Konoha's F4, and would have been on the battlefield. Greater than. With such a sigh, Hitaki Tsukumo and Naruto turned over Byakugan together. As Konoha's ninja, is it really good to say something like this now? Ahem. Go on. Noting these gazes, Qingshan Ryuyun cleared his throat decisively, waved his hand and changed the subject. As long as I am not embarrassed, it is someone else who is embarrassed. Naruto and they are obviously used to Qingshan Ryuyun's sometimes carefree remarks. So I am not too surprised. According to my analysis, people at Cloud Shinobi village should be afraid that we will help Konoha, so they fight us from time to time. With Naruto's resourcefulness, it is easy to analyze the reason why Cloud Shinobi village does this kind of thing. It seems meaningless, but how is it possible? In this war of ninja world, only the battlefield of our Cloud Shinobi village is the advantage, and it is also the most capable of returning to Konoha. That must be impossible, Qingshan Ryuyun replied decisively. Are you kidding me? Give Konoha back. Except that Sarutobi Hiruzen was killed. Naruto directly ignored Qingshan Ryuyun's words and continued. That's why, Cloud Shinobi village will come to fight from time to time. It's worry that we will help Konoha back. After all, the gangsters don't know the contradiction between Qingshan Ryuyun and Sarutobi Hiruzen. That's it. After listening to Naruto's analysis, Qingshan Ryuyun was a little surprised. That bunch of reckless guys still have this IQ. Greater than. Don't say it seems that the people in Cloud Shinobi village are all mentally handicapped, okay. The two think tanks of Cloud Shinobi village, Mabuyi and Samui, Naruto still know something. Although not as good as myself, it is not bad. It's hard to imagine, such a place rich in reckless men. Such an intelligent ninja can be born. BJAI, Master Ryuyun, are we going to do this now? After the analysis, I naturally want to ask Qingshan Ryuyun for instructions. Just do whatever you want. Qingshan Ryuyun waved his hand, his face was indifferent. But this is, Naruto took out a communication scroll from Konoha. But, Master Hokage sent an order to ask us when we can end the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi village. It's best to hurry up and return to Konoha. Qingshan Ryuyun can hang the two-tail beasts of Cloud Shinobi village to fight. And it looks very relaxed. No matter how you look at it, you can defeat Cloud Shinobi village in a short time. Qingshan Ryuyun was silent for a while, then said seriously. You reply to Hokage old man and tell him that we only need 2 years to defeat Cloud Shinobi village. 2 years. Not only Naruto, even Hitaki Tsukumo was shocked. In 2 years, maybe this ninja world war will be almost fought, right? Is there any problem? After all, this Cloud Shinobi village is very strong. Qingshan Ryuyun said in a nonchalant tone. I don't feel that there is anything wrong with the time I gave. Alright, Nara dear can see it for a long time, the strongest biological adult. I don't even have the slightest desire to return to Konoha. It is said that it is 2 years, but in fact, even if the time is up, Qingshan Ryuyun will not return to Konoha, right? Except Konoha's F4 was defeated. Okay, let's do everything. Waved his hand nonchalantly. Qingshan Ryuyun doesn't care at all, whether Sarutobi Hiruzen will jump angrily after getting his own reply. Let the ninjas who are in charge of patrolling be serious, don't be sneaked by Cloud Shinobi village. Of course, Qingshan Ryuyun can beat such a reckless man in Cloud Shinobi village back to his hometown in a short time. But not necessary. Without these people from Cloud Shinobi village, Qingshan Ryuyun also has any reason not to return to Konoha. Nara Shikahisa, Hitaki Tsukumo and others shrugged after looking at each other. Then they all responded, yes. On the other side, Sarutobi Hiruzen of Kurigakure has led 1,000 ninjas and all the ninjas of the Uchiha clan. I also received an answer from Cloud Shinobi village. In the temporary meeting room, hearing the news brought back by the Anbu in front of him, Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyelids couldn't help but jump up. Is sure how he Qingshan Ryuyun responded. Chapter 91 I really want to escape. Advertise here. 2 years. 2 years time. Sarutobi Hiruzen was angry and laughed. In 2 years, there will be a result in the battlefields of Sand Shinobi village and Iwagakure. Will you still need you then? And the battle report of the Cloud Shinobi village battlefield, Saru, Fei Hiruzen watch it every day. What 2 days, if Qingshan Ryuyun is more serious? Maybe you don't need 2 weeks of time. Called back to my hometown again. Isn't it obvious that you don't want to support them? Danzo, who was also a little angry, frowned and said. Since he Qingshan Ryuyun doesn't want to return help, he will send 1,000 ninjas. Anyway, he is there, even if half of the ninjas are transferred, it will be nothing. Danzo is very serious, but Anbu hesitated when he heard this. What's the matter? Just say if you have anything. Seeing the hesitation of this one, Danzo said directly in a cold voice. Yes. When Shimura Danzo saw it this way, Anbu was also a little embarrassed, and immediately said. The subordinates have also said that, but the reply from Lord Rayun is, let me go. Yes, Qingshan Ryuyun's answer is always so concise and clear. Shimura Danzo did not answer. It's just a pair of angry eyes, staring wider. Sarutobi Hiruzen waved his hand helplessly, indicating that Anbu could leave. Even with the same internal analysis, Sarutobi Hiruzen knows better that now is not the time to talk about these. Calm down, Danzo, we are on the battlefield now, not Konoha. Angry at this time, meaningless. Let's think about it first, how to fight Kurigakure. At this time, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, who were also in the meeting room, also nodded. Yes, calm down. Would you like a cup of tea? I saw Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, sitting at a table not far away. A cup of tea for one person. I'm used to being domineering and blessed. Even on the battlefield, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura must order their subordinates to give themselves tea. Drink tea. It just happens to be angry inside. Now look at the leisurely look of Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura. Danzo raised his brows, walked over, kicked the table in front of Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura. Although the teacup was overturned to the ground. Drink, drink, drink. Do you know where this is? Two idiots, rubbish. Dare to say a word of bullshit, believe it or not, lousy killed you. So wronged. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura a little bit want to cry. We just let you have a cup of tea. As for such a big reaction. But the most important thing is that they dare not say anything to Danzo. Sarutobi Hiruzen on the side, after seeing this, just shook his head slightly. As for persuading Danzo, forget it. Sarutobi Hiruzen itself feels that these two old things seem to have problems with their thinking. It's just because of face, Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't say anything. Now Danzo has helped himself to say, Sarutobi Hiruzen is too happy to be too late, how could he stop it? At the same time, the figure of an Anbu came to the meeting room instantly. Hokage-sama, Kurigakure ninjas, let's move. Greater than. Upon hearing this, the atmosphere in the entire conference room became serious. Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura Danzo, both face solemn. And Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, there are some fears in their expressions. Start eye contact with each other. Do you want to escape? It's not good. Some hesitation, after all, it's too shameful. But then I think about it, compared with my own life, shame or something is nothing at all. Danzo on the side seems to have seen the ideas of Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura. Said coldly, if I let the old man see that if you want to run, the old man will take you for the first time. How can Danzo not know who these two old guys are? How do you slander people? According to Danzo, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura are like jumping feet. Looking at Danzo with indignation. For flowers 0. We are Konoha's elders, how could we escape? Slander, you are smear. Hiruzen, look at him, Danzo, slander us. While talking, I said Sarutobi Hiruzen all in. It seems to be making a small report. In this regard, Sarutobi Hiruzen just flipped through Byakugan and was too lazy to take care of it. After all, Danzo's words are what Sarutobi Hiruzen wants to say. I really don't think you two want to run. Humph. Danzo snorted coldly. As for whether Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura will have any opinions, Danzo will not care. Anyway, as long as you know the old man, as long as you run away, you will be dead. No answer. Danzo didn't care either. After retracting his gaze, he looked at Sarutobi Hiruzen. Get ready and go to war with Kurigakure. Sarutobi Hiruzen gave an order, and the 1,000 ninjas brought over were all active. Perhaps it is the feeling that following them, Master Hokage, it is impossible to fail at all. So even if the opponent is about 4,000 Kurigakure ninjas, these people don't have the slightest worry. But Sarutobi Hiruzen, as the client, does not have that confidence. After a sigh, his eyes were complicated. I only hope that the Sand Shinobi village battlefield and the Iwagakure battlefield can quickly play an advantage. Come and support them. You too. After a glimpse, Sarutobi Hiruzen noticed. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, these two guys. I was retreating silently, trying to reduce my sense of existence, obviously I didn't want to go with it. Sarutobi Hiruzen Byakugan turned over and said directly. I'll go with the old man. Understood. At this time, what can I say? It's impossible to really run away, then they are the elders, don't even think about it. Wait for Sarutobi Hiruzen and others, when all the ninjas are assembled. It is Kurigakure Shinobu village with more than 4,000 people who are facing directly. 8. Chapter 92 Danzo is going to pretend. Advertise here. The leader is Yagura, a Mandarin Orange who has just succeeded the 4th Mizukage. As the perfect three-tails Jinchuriki. Although Yagura looks like a baby face. But in fact, the age is no longer young. Although the figure is young, but with the aura of a cage-level powerhouse. Standing among so many ninjas. It doesn't seem abrupt at all. The famous 7 ninja swordsmen. The major blood succession families, the Ghost Lamp clan, the Water Wuyu clan, the Kei Yoruichi clan, the Terumi clan and so on. You know, Kurigakure of this period have not been pitted by Uchiha Obito, have not experienced the blood fog era. Kurigakure's top combat power, maybe not so much. But it feels medium, absolutely terrifying. This. As Konoha's elders, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, 913, naturally they have to stand in front of everyone. Facing these murderous Kurigakure ninjas. Both Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura have some cubs. Since becoming an elder, I haven't even dealt with it seriously. Not to mention this serious battlefield. After looking at each other, the two elders saw the meaning in each other's eyes. It seems to run. Humph. Danzo snorted directly. But it's just a bunch of chickens and dogs. Danzo's fascinating self-confidence began again. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura are quite judging the situation. Then Danzo, we'll follow you later. If you want to survive, you don't dare to use any method, it's not ashamed. Call. Although a little disdainful, Danzo didn't say anything in the end. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura were happy and stood firmly beside Danzo. Obviously, I was going to let Danzo follow them. Quote comma closing parenthesis. Sarutobi Hiruzen on the side can only say that he is speechless. Too lazy, Sarutobi Hiruzen cleared his throat and tried to make his tone calmer. Said in the direction of Yagura. Mr. Mizukage, war is not good. If you Kurigakure lack anything, you can just say that Konoha is very willing to make friends with Kurigakure. Even at this time, Sarutobi Hiruzen still wants to work hard. Although a bit shameful, but if this kind of conversation can be used to deal with this war. Sarutobi Hiruzen is still quite happy. Only, are you scolding me? Hearing what Sarutobi Hiruzen said, on the juvenile face of Yagura. A sense of astonishment emerged. What does Kurigakure lack? Just talk to Konoha directly. What this said, wouldn't it be said that their Kurigakure is poor, and you Konoha are rich? Although this is indeed the case, it is too much for you to say it so directly. The old man didn't mean that. Sarutobi Hiruzen did not expect that Yagura would understand this way. Can you grasp the point of this sentence? The old man wants to handle this war in a peaceful way. Master Mizukage, you don't need to grind anything with these people. The 7 ninja swordsmen who have not experienced the blood fog era, and have not been kicked into the 3 auspicious treasures by 8 inner gates. Not only young and vigorous, but also very loyal to Mizukage. The loquat Juzo, who carried the decapitated knife, smiled cleanly. A mere old man, you don't need Master Mizukage to do it, we can solve it. Yes, the watermelon mountain puffer fish ghost and others on the side. They also nodded in agreement. Although this Sarutobi Hiruzen was known as Nino in his youth, he is now old after all. An old Hokage, what's to be afraid of? Leave it to the 7 ninja swordsmen. The status of the 7 ninja swords in Kurigakure is not low. This is their Kurigakure, the first time they participated in the ninja war. So all the ninja swordsmen wanted to show it. At least let everyone know that although their power to endure the sword is great. But their strength is enough to be worthy of this power. Yeah, be careful. Citrus Yagura did not refuse, nodded. Although the Ninja 7 are all elite Jonin, the 7 have joined forces together. Coupled with the special ninja sword. The power is different. Do not worry. With Mizukage's approval, the ninja swordsmen looked at each other. Smiled together. For a moment, the figure rushed in the direction of Sarutobi Hiruzen. Everyone, show the ninja world how powerful our ninja swordsmen are. Yes, we are the strongest combination of 7 ninja knives. No one wants to be famous. Damn it. Sarutobi Hiruzen is a little gloomy. The conversations of these people don't mean to converge at all. Actually want to step on the old man, famous in the world of shinobi. If you change to the raikage of Cloud Shinobi village, it is estimated that you will directly scold it. Let me do it. Just as Sarutobi Hiruzen was about to do it, Danzo on the side raised his hand to stop. You are more of Konoha's Hokage, then Hokage is the first to shoot. When he said this, Danzo's tone was still a little proud. Sarutobi Hiruzen knew that Danzo might have the idea to increase his reputation. But seeing Danzo can do it for himself, Sarutobi Hiruzen is still quite happy. Be careful, these ninja swordsmen are not easy. It's just the ordinary elite Jonin, this kind of miscellaneous fish, the old man can easily solve it. Facing Sarutobi Hiruzen's reminder, Danzo said proudly. The figure walked forward arrogantly. Looking at the posture, it is really not 0.8 that the ninja swordsmen are in the eyes. The eyelids couldn't help but jump. I don't know why, after seeing Danzo start to feel confident again. In Sarutobi Hiruzen's heart, there is always a bad feeling. Can it be solved later? Old man, how dare you say it? Danzo's voice also did not converge. It was directly said to be a miscellaneous fish, and in front of the shinobi swordsman, it became a bit ugly. It's just an old man who can't even be called by his name. Presumptuous. Danzo sipped softly. The aura of a cage-level powerhouse burst out. The old man is the darkness of Konoha, Shimura Danzo, 7 miscellaneous fishes, dare to be so presumptuous. Wind style is a vacuum. Chapter 93 My Danzo is stable. My Danzo is gone. Advertise here. With a soft drink, Danzo's hands quickly formed a seal. The bullet-like wind style with jade flew swiftly in the direction of the 7 ninja swords. However, this ninjutsu technique is not bad for ordinary chunin, genin. But to deal with elite jonin like the ninja swordsman, it was a little joke. Just tilting his head slightly, it passed over. Even the Watermelon Mountain and Puffer Mountain among them, directly picked up their Samahata knife to resist. Using the special ability of Samahata's sword. Just swallow these wind styles directly. That's it. Now the captain of the 7 ninja swordsmen is the full moon with the ghost lamp of Hiramiki. Raising his brows lightly, he looked in the direction of Danzo. The momentum is good, shouting loudly. But the ninjutsu used is a bit too unsatisfactory. What is the darkness of Konoha? I have never heard of it. Ninjutsu like this is too weak. Carrying their different ninja 19 knives, the 7 people looked at Danzo jokingly. Damn it. In the presence of so many people, I dare to taunt myself like this. Danzo's face is completely gloomy. Not much to say, I am ready to show my strength and teach these people in front of me. Wind Style 1. Quickly Jaehyun with both hands, rushing towards the direction of the ninja swordsman. Don't say anything else, this Shimura Danzo uses Wind Style ninjutsu. It's pretty good, but after removing this Wind Style ninjutsu, there is nothing special. Because of his age, Danzo's cage level strength cannot be fully demonstrated. The opponent is Kurigakure's elite ninja, the 7 ninja swords. It was okay at the beginning. But the more he hits the back, the ninja on Konoha's side always feels. The ninja swordsmen are completely playing Danzo, and Danzo himself has no self-knowledge. As if I thought I was able to fight the ninja swordsman with ease. I knew it. Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was watching the game not far away, couldn't help sighing after seeing this scene. Sure enough, it was too reluctant to let Danzo deal with the ninja 7. As for Danzo's confident look, Sarutobi Hiruzen said that he can't see it anymore. Get ready for rescue. With the insight of Sarutobi Hiruzen, how can it not be seen? When the ninja swordsmen play enough, Danzo will lose immediately. No way, but Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura on the side are a bit confused. Isn't Danzo easy to play? For such words, Sarutobi Hiruzen just flipped through Byakugan. I'm too lazy to pay attention to these two uninformed critics. Patriarch Uchiha, trouble you. Sarutobi Hiruzen turned his head and looked at the person on the other side. This is the current patriarch of the Uchiha clan. Some time ago, Sarutobi Hiruzen also vowed to say, never let the Uchiha clan have any chance to go to the battlefield to experience. But now, things are impermanent. Don't worry, Hokage-sama, our Uchiha clan will also protect Konoha to the death. For the patriarch of the Uchiha clan, this is an opportunity. Not only did the people get the opportunity to experience. If the Uchiha clan takes a very important position in this war. Nor will the people in the village accept it. Danzo here. Suddenly, Danzo seemed to have found an opportunity. Holding a shuriken, the figure instantly rushed forward. Kang. The shuriken split instantly, and the grass bait man with a blunt knife. Looking at Danzo who attacked his own blade with a shuriken, question marks on his face. Famous paintings in the shinobi world, shuriken pierced with blunt knives. Among the 7 ninja swords, only the blunt sword is a connected weapon, the connection of the hammer and the axe. It claims to be able to defeat any defense in the ninja world. Among other things, the defensive power of this hammer and axe is still very high. But Danzo, as the client, did not feel that there was any problem with this behavior. Looking at the shuriken in his hand, Danzo just frowned slightly. As the defense a bit high. It is indeed a man who can stab Susanoo with a shuriken. Idiot. Get out of lousy. The Tongsao bait man is a little angry, he was just teasing you. I really thought I was very good. With the sword in your hand, you want to defeat my cutting tool head on. There is a limit to look down upon people. Nani. Under Danzo's slightly surprised eyes. The grass bait man directly wielded the hammer and smashed it over. The ninja swordsman on the side also hurriedly followed. The serious ninja swordsman made Danzo a little overwhelmed. He didn't even have a chance to react, and was directly beaten out. Pung. Was smashed and flew out. Danzo, who fell on the ground, still looked embarrassed. What happened? Wasn't it a close battle just now? Why was I suddenly beaten into the air? Is this a dream? I knew it. Not far away, Sarutobi Hiruzen sighed and shook his head. Sure enough, it was too reluctant to let Danzo deal with the ninja swordsman. Everyone prepare, let's go to war. The defeat of Tuan 913 Tibetan made Konoha's morale a little bit low. Sarutobi Hiruzen, who discovered this, did not hesitate and announced the official start. Thousands of ninjas behind them all rushed over. Go to war. At the same time, as 4th Mizukage's Tachibana Yagura smiled coldly. Under the same order. Full-scale war, cut it off. Fire style a Fire Dragon Ball technique. Earth style Earth Dragon Ball technique. When Sarutobi Hiruzen shot, it was compound ninjutsu. But I haven't done it for too long, which makes Sarutobi Hiruzen feel a little rusty. Ah, facing Sarutobi Hiruzen's ninjutsu, Yagura smiled slightly. Water style a water mirror technique. Waving a weapon like a staff in his hand, he pulled out a round mirror from the stagnant water on the ground. In this mirror, a Sarutobi Hiruzen also appeared. Using the ninjutsu of the Sarutobi Hiruzen deity just now, this compound ninjutsu is directly offset. Fortunately, this Sarutobi Hiruzen just performed the same ninjutsu. Then disappeared. But even so, it shocked Sarutobi Hiruzen. Unheard of ninjutsu. Chapter 94 Still too young. If you only have this strength, let's surrender yourself. Holding the weapon in his hand, Yagura pointed at Sarutobi Hiruzen with an aloof face. Different from the calmness of the predecessor Mizukage. Yagura is younger and more energetic. Naturally, I want to lead Kurigakure to defeat Konoha. The idea of becoming the largest ninja village in the ninja world. Trouble. Sarutobi Hiruzen has to admit that he is old. When he was young, Sarutobi Hiruzen was not only called ninjutsu, but also a doctor of ninjutsu. But now, new ninjutsu in the ninja world is emerging one after another. Sarutobi Hiruzen is a bit unable to keep up with the times. But if you want to stop ninjutsu, it is still impossible. Humph. If you want to defeat the old man, please show your true strength. Hey, Coral Palm. Citrus Yagura did not think that Sarutobi Hiruzen would admit defeat. With a slight smile, the figure quickly approached Sarutobi Hiruzen. Summoning technique. Ape Demon. The monkey demon, who was just out of summoning, noticed that he was in a chaotic battlefield. Coupled with the call of Sarutobi Hiruzen, I immediately understood what to do. With a bang, Suruma became the exclusive weapon of Sarutobi Hiruzen. Pung, pung, pung. On the battlefield, you can see the roar of explosions everywhere. This battle has been fought for nearly a day and night. There is an advantage, naturally Kurigakure. However, with the desperate resistance of Sarutobi Hiruzen's top combat power, Kurigakure will be able to take Konoha for a while. After seeing that everyone is already a little tired, Sarutobi Hiruzen and Citrus Yagura, both tacitly commanding their subordinates, stopped. The smell of gunpowder and murder permeated the battlefield. Sarutobi Hiruzen looks a little embarrassed, his body is large and small, and there are already many scars. Of course, Yagura, the opponent's citrus fruit, is not better there. Sarutobi Hiruzen stared at Yagura. Today's battle is here first, we will come again next time. Citrus Yagura gave an order. Without turning his head, he took all the Kurigakure ninjas and left. Call. Seeing this, Sarutobi Hiruzen finally felt relieved. It's finally over. However, Sarutobi Nissen knows better that it is still early before the end of the real war. Master Mizukage. On Kurigakure's side, there are too many people to say. But as soon as I returned to the meeting room, the ninja members couldn't help it. If we were to pursue the victory just now, we would definitely be able to win. Yes. Citrus Yagura did not answer in a hurry, but sat back to his main position. A faint glance glanced at the shinobi group. What about after winning? How many ninjas can we have in Kurigakure? Are you over? Those strong men of Konoha just went to other battlefields. It's not dead again. Of course, Yagura knows that if you continue to fight, it must be Kurigakure to win. But looking at the way Sarutobi Hiruzen is ready to die. Even if Kurigakure would win, it would be a heavy loss. At least the 7 ninja swords must be a few fewer. I know you want to build your reputation, but at least you have to pay attention to Kurigakure's situation. Citrus Yagura can see, this ninja swordsman. I just want to show the power of their shinobi swordsman in front of the shinobi interface. But as a qualified Mizukage, Citrus Yagura is absolutely not allowed, for the victory of a war, they give up so many ninjas. We get it. After being said by Yagura, the emotions of the ninja swordsman gradually calmed down. The big families on the side didn't say anything. For this 4th Mizukage, they are still very satisfied. Of course, it's just Yagura who has not been controlled yet. However, although this battle was inconclusive, there will be another one. Although retreated this time, but it does not mean that they will choose to retreat next time. I want to see, this 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, how many times can I fight for my life? Seeing such a tangerine Yagura. After the ninja swordsmen looked at each other, they all smiled. Sure enough, only such a Mizukage can be angry with them. The former Mizukage was too embarrassed. Sarutobi Hiruzen here. After returning, I immediately arranged people and started to deal with the wounded. The atmosphere in the conference room has become heavier. The people present are very clear in their hearts. Although there was no result in this battle, Konoha was indeed defeated. No, it can only be said that Sarutobi Hiruzen lost. Chief Uchiha, I really trouble you this time. Sarutobi Hiruzen solemnly looked at the patriarch of the Uchiha clan with a tired face and a lot of scars on his body. Sarutobi Hiruzen can see clearly. In this battle, if it weren't for the ninjas of the Uchiha clan desperately, they can't hold on. Don't worry, when this battle is over, there will be stories about the Uchiha clan that the old man will spread throughout Konoha. Anyway, just say that, as for believe it or not, that's your problem. Obviously, the current patriarch of the Uchiha clan believes. So what are the civilians for? Isn't it for the Uchiha clan to completely integrate into Konoha? Don't worry, Hokage-sama, my Uchiha clan, swear to die by Konoha's coexistence and death. I all know that these are just good promise, beautiful words. But no one will say it is broken. It's really troublesome, you go back and rest first. Yes, Hokage-sama. Without saying much, the patriarch of the Uchiha clan, after responding, then turned and left. After playing for so long, I'm tired. But when I left, the patriarch of the Uchiha clan still seemed to be quite happy. Innocent him. Maybe you really think that Sarutobi Hiruzen will be in Konoha, preaching their Uchiha clan's record. In fact, Sarutobi Hiruzen just talked casually. After all, the next war will require the Uchiha clan to work hard. As for spreading the record of the Uchiha clan, that's all after the war. Still early. Anyway, Sarutobi Hiruzen has not taken this matter to heart now. Chapter 95 Danzo, Bullying Honest People. Advertise here. The patriarch of the Uchiha clan just left. Danzo walked in. It seems that he has just come out of the medical ninja. This arm is still bandaged and hung up. Danzo, are you okay? For this old partner, Sarutobi Hiruzen is obviously more concerned. As soon as he saw Danzo, Sarutobi Hiruzen walked over with concern. Humph. This is Danzo, don't worry about what you think. But on the surface, Danzo still looks indifferent. It's just an arm, it will recover soon. That's it. After hearing that the injury was not very serious, Sarutobi Hiruzen felt relieved. What are you just going to say? As soon as I heard, Danzo still said in his own aloof voice. Even if there is nothing wrong with this arm, the old man can sling the ninja swordsman with one hand. Today is just a mistake, and I didn't get the message from the nin swordsman in advance. Although my Danzo has a negative record today. But that was just a mistake. Next time, the old man will win. Looking at Danzo, who was full of confidence. 913 Sarutobi Hiruzen couldn't help but jumped up, his face was indescribable. If you don't look at one of Danzo's arms, something will happen. Sarutobi Hiruzen really wants to say something. Shut up. Don't pretend to be his grandpa. Sarutobi Hiruzen can see clearly that the 7 ninja swords teamed up. Even Sarutobi Hiruzen himself dare not say that he has a 100% chance of winning. You Danzo. Forget it. Forget it at other times, this kind of serious battlefield, you and the old man pretend. This is very uncomfortable. Why? Don't you believe it? With a frown, Danzo seemed to see Sarutobi Hiruzen's thoughts. Frowned and looked over. No. Sarutobi Hiruzen shook his head quickly. I'm a little worried. If I say I don't believe it and live, then Danzo will be overwhelmed. Just ran over to find the group of ninja swordsmen to fight again. Humph. Hearing what Sarutobi Hiruzen said, Danzo snorted with satisfaction. Just find a place and sit down. By the way, how about Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, aren't they with you? BJAI. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked around and found that he did not see Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura. Sarutobi Hiruzen remembers. Before the war began, Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura both said that Danzo should follow them. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at Danzo suspiciously. Do not know. In such a chaotic battlefield, Danzo has time to manage the situation of Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura. Perhaps it is already dead on the battlefield. Danzo said nonchalantly. Danzo is not surprised at all for the strength of those two silly critics, they will die on the battlefield. Sarutobi Hiruzen glanced at Danzo quite speechlessly. Everyone has been a companion for many years, is it really good for you to say that? At this moment, Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura walked in from outside. We're back. When you come back, it's good to be back. As soon as I heard this sound, Sarutobi Hiruzen turned his head and just wanted to say that. But after seeing Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura now, an old face froze in an instant. Even Danzo on the side stood up from his seat indifferently, staring at Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura. What's wrong? Being watched by Sarutobi Hiruzen and Danzo together. Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura are a little uncomfortable. It seems that I am fine now. At this time, Danzo, who was not far away, said indifferently. Don't you guys explain why after a fight, you still look so neat? That's right, it's neat. On the clothes of Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, it can be said that there is no dust at all. How does this look like I have just experienced a war? Both Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura noticed this situation. Looking at each other, Udatain Kaharu looked at Mitokado Homura with prepared eyes. Why didn't you think of this situation? Didn't you expect it? Mitokado Homura expressed his grievances. At that time, I was looking for a safe place to stay, who would have time to think about so many other things. Udatain Kaharu did not say. Just gave Mitokado Homura a look. Obviously I want Mitokado Homura to quickly find a reason to explain the past. This. But after thinking about it for a long time, Mitokado Homura didn't even think of how to explain it. It's terrible. Even Sarutobi Hiruzen has become expressionless. Although knowing these two old partners, in the eyes of their strength decline, their mentality is average. But no one can think of it, when everyone is swearing to protect Konoha. As one of the elders of Konoha village, you two can actually run. Hiruzen. Danzo. You listen to me explain, in fact, we. Okay. Waved his hand, Sarutobi Hiruzen directly interrupted. I'm too lazy to listen to Mitokado Homura's foolish talk. Forget it this time. Sure enough, it's you Hiruzen. Upon hearing Sarutobi Hiruzen say this, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura both smiled at ease. But next time, you guys, relax, we understand. Without saying Sarutobi Hiruzen, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura answered with a certain expression. Next time, we will definitely protect Konoha to the death. This time, it is mainly because of some accidents. Looking at Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura with affirmative faces. Sarutobi Hiruzen was a little silent. They all say that they have thick skins, the two guys in front of them, the skins are the thickest, right? I really can't believe your guarantees like this. Ahem. There is nothing more to do now. Then let's go back and rest first. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura just want to find a reason to leave first. Sarutobi Hiruzen is concerned about his own face and doesn't know what to say. But Danzo, who is on the side, won't forget it. The old man's arm is broken, but you even have clean clothes. Bullying honest people, if next time, you dare to run, the old man will solve you for the first time. Watching Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura leave behind. Danzo said indifferently, Chapter 96 Lousy is very grumpy now. Advertise here. The figures of Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura froze in an instant. If Sarutobi Hiruzen said this, then they must just smile. Then I didn't care, because they all know that Sarutobi Hiruzen will not really do it. But if Danzo said it, it's completely different. This old guy can do anything. We are Konoha's elders. Hey, then you just run and try to see if the old man cares, your identity as an elder. Danzo smiled coldly. I even dare to assassinate Hokage, and still care about your identity as an elder. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura are a bit dumb. Looking at Sarutobi Hiruzen with his eyes asking for help. Although I wanted to mediate the atmosphere, after thinking about it, Sarutobi Hiruzen still didn't say anything. After all, Sarutobi Hiruzen's heart also agrees with Danzo's approach. Run away in battle. It's simply not a human being. We know. No way. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura. Finally, he reluctantly replied. As for when the next war comes, will you run away again? It is estimated that only they know it in their hearts. With the appearance of a dead family, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, leaving the conference room side by side. Danzo. Sarutobi Hiruzen wants to say, can't you Danzo keep your temper? This will offend people sooner or later. But before he finished speaking, Danzo stared at him. Okay, here we know the two of us, what else are you pretending to be? What kind of person are you Sarutobi Hiruzen? Others don't know, but can I still be unclear, Danzo? Otherwise, the one who knows you best will always be your opponent. After saying this, Danzo ignored the awkward Sarutobi Hiruzen, got up and left the conference room. Greater than. After waiting for himself in the meeting room, Sarutobi Hiruzen shrugged slightly and didn't care much. Oh, the old man has to take a break too. None of them died. Is Kurigakure so weak? In the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi village. Looking at the news from the Kurigakure battlefield. Qingshan Ryuyun looks very surprised, this Konoha's F4. Nothing happened to any of them. The disappointment on Qingshan Ryuyun's face is not concealed at all. Quote. I can see Hatake Tsukumo and Naruto on the side, both with helpless faces. Know that you don't like Konoha's high-level gang, but there is no need to say it directly here. Still talking so loudly. You know, there are some Konoha Jonin in the meeting room at this time. Ahem. We didn't hear anything. I didn't hear it. Not a fool. How can I not know what to listen to and what not to listen to? That, Lord Rayun. When Qingshan Ryuyun was disappointed for a while, Naruto next to him cleared his throat and said, Master Hokage has sent news. I hope we can end the battlefield here as soon as possible. It's really impossible. You can send some ninjas first. No time. Upon hearing this, Qingshan Ryuyun waved his hand decisively. I've said it. 2 years, let's talk about it when the time comes. Quote. Closing parenthesis. Naruto felt that after 2 years, he was about to collect the body of their Hokage-sama. But Naruto didn't care much, just shrugged. Anyway, there is Qingshan Ryuyun, they are not afraid of being accountable at all. Boom. At this moment, there was a roar outside the camp. The people in the conference room didn't even panic. Obviously I have encountered such things many times, and I am used to it. It's another sneak attack from Cloud Shinobi village. Those people are really persevering. Quite perseverance. After everyone looked at each other, they said lightly. The ninjas of Cloud Shinobi village will always attack and kill their camp from time to time. But with Qingshan Ryuyun in, the attack of Cloud Shinobi village has never been successful. But even so, the attack and killing of Cloud Shinobi village has never been obedient. Don't say anything else. This perseverance is still worthy of appreciation. Seeking flowers 0. Grandpa Tay, these idiots are endless. As Qingshan Ryuyun in the main position, first threw the message scroll in his hand to the ground. Then directly lifted his other side. I walked out of the camp with a grumpy face. It seems that our Lord Rayun is very angry. Picking up the scroll that Qingshan Ryuyun threw to the ground, Naruto shrugged and said lightly. It should be because of Konoha's F4, none of them had an accident. And angry. I can only say that the luck of this Cloud Shinobi village is a bit bad. Just when Qingshan Ryuyun was irritable. Isn't this just for the door? Let's go. Let's go out too. After Naruto said for a long time, he was ready to go out with everyone. It's impossible to really let Qingshan Ryuyun deal with Cloud Shinobi village, but they stay in the meeting room safely. Are we going to help Master Ryun? There was a Jonin who couldn't help but ask. After all, Qingshan Ryuyun doesn't seem to need their help in fighting. No, we are going to clean up the battlefield. Naruto faintly recovered. It's really embarrassing to say this. But no way, this is the fact. Thunder 8 trigrams. Qingshan Ryuyun rushed out of the camp, and the dragon scale pattern on his body began to materialize. Waving his mace with a grumpy face. Ordinary idiots, let lousy die. Boom, boom, boom. The mace surrounded by armament hockey, under the strange power of Qingshan Ryuyun, has amazing destructive power. The hurricane formed when waving, is considered a disaster for the ninjas of Cloud Shinobi village. Dragon breath. The half-dragon figure suddenly used the dragon's breath flame. Everything around, rock, soil, sand, and the ninjas of Cloud Shinobi village. All annihilated. Looking for death. With a cold snort, Qingshan Ryuyun picked up the other side. I don't know if Lousy is still angry. I actually found myself at this time. This is not what is looking for death. Chapter 97 Uchiha Obito. Advertise here. What the hell is going on with this guy? Looking at Qingshan Ryuyun's half-dragon. Like a figure like an ancient demon god. The ninjas of Cloud Shinobi village who have survived are all full of horror. In the past, they would also come over to perform assault missions. But most of the time, Qingshan Ryuyun is rare to take care of them. Although it can't succeed. But these ninjas who perform assault missions will not do much. Which is like today. The mace flies around, it's almost a kid. Run, run, look at it, run, faced with such irritable Qingshan Ryuyun. Even if these ninjas of Cloud Shinobi village are no better. I also lost the courage to fight against. Help. The Cloud Shinobi village ninjas who survived, September 17th, scattered and fled. Qingshan Ryuyun is too lazy to continue chasing. With a bang, he put the mace on his feet, and the half-dragon figure began to gradually change back. Miscellaneous fish aside, it's almost dead. After a last glance, Qingshan Ryuyun dragged his weapon and turned back. The anger is almost gone. Next, it's time for Naruto and others to clean up the battlefield. Everyone, what are you waiting for? Get busy. Seeing this battlefield destroyed like this. Nara Shikajiu shrugged and said to the ninjas around. Quote. Everyone is a little speechless. Obviously they are all Konoha's Jonin. They are also the mainstay of Konoha. So what I do now is all cleaning work. I miss the dangerous battlefield a little bit. Although the battlefield is dangerous, at least it is not so embarrassing. They want face. Okay. Naruto, who took the lead, said after hearing such a speech. It happens that there is a shortage of people in the Kurigakure battlefield, should we arrange for you to go? Forget it. Decisively refuse. Compared with shame, these people want to live more. Then do things well. Nara dear turned over Byakugan after a long time. Why is there so much bullshit? Have you found the candidate? The land of the earth, in the area of the bridge of the gods, in the dark underground base. The old Uchiha Madara said slowly. In the words, there is not the slightest feeling. It has been 2 years since the start of the Third Ninja War. Similarly, Uchiha Madara also feels that he is really about to reach his limit. Found it. Fortunately, this time Black Zetsu's answer did not disappoint Uchiha Madara. Originally a pair of indifferent eyes, because of Black Zetsu's words, there was a slight fluctuation. Turned his head and looked at Black Zetsu. What kind of person is it? It's a young man, but, in this young man's heart, there is a true love that will last until death. Interesting. Uchiha Madara laughed. As the other half of White Zetsu, I couldn't help but want to talk. Do you really want to choose that young man? I'm obedient, it's just a crane tail. Can we really complete our plan? Obviously, it is Uchiha Obito that combines these conditions. In 2 years, Black White Zetsu has noticed. And I have carefully investigated the Uchiha leader. You know what a shit. Black Zetsu stared directly at him. You are fierce to me, Madara-sama, look at Black Zetsu. It's like a child making a small report. White Zetsu pointed at his other half Black Zetsu with a grieved face, and said to Uchiha Madara. Greater than. The look of this treasure, Black Zetsu and Uchiha Madara are a little speechless. You know, Uchiha Madara at this time thought that the Black-White Zetsu was the product of his own yin and yang escape. Could it be that the products of yin and yang escape are so ruthless? Uchiha Madara couldn't help but glance at Black Zetsu. There is still one that can put me at ease. Okay, White Zetsu, don't talk if you don't understand. White Zetsu is even more angry, but there is no way. Uchiha Madara and Black Zetsu said so, what else can White Zetsu say? Uchiha Madara didn't care, and said to himself. For the ninjas of the Uchiha clan, talent and strength are not the most important thing, the most important thing is the inner love. The blood of the Uchiha clan, Sharingan. It is not an exaggeration to say that it is the power of hatred. There is love in the heart, so it is weak. But when the love is lost, this love will turn into extreme hatred. And this hatred is the most powerful force of the Uchiha clan. What's that boy's name? Master Madara. That boy's name is Uchiha Obito. Uchiha Obito. Uchiha Madara whispered softly for a while. Then he didn't hesitate much, and said directly to Black Zetsu. Plan well, let this be Uchiha Obito, and feel the darkness of a genin world. Understood. Lord Madara. Black Zetsu smiled slightly. It's nothing for Uchiha Madara and Black Zetsu to make people lose their love. As long as they can complete their final plan. Even if you give up everything, it doesn't matter. Speaking of this, Black Zetsu used the mayfly technique to slowly dive into the ground. Cut. On the battlefield of Iwagakure, a young man wearing goggles with the Uchiha clan emblem behind him couldn't help but sneezed. 0.8 on the side, I thought she looked cute, and the girl with painted lines on her face. After seeing this scene, I couldn't help but say something concerned. Is it a cold, Obito? Ha ha ha, I'm fine, Lin, don't need to worry at all, I'm very strong. In front of the girls they like, boys don't want to show their weak side. Whether it is a cold or not, I will never admit it anyway. Seeing Obito's full-fledged look, Hirano Lin felt relieved a little. It's fine if you don't have a cold. Ha ha ha, Lin is caring about me, right? It must be. Thinking about this, the leader suddenly said cheerfully. Idiot. At this moment, there was a cold and contemptuous voice. Chapter 98. As long as one disabled person is fine. Advertise here. Ha, Kakashi, do you want to fight? Upon hearing this, Uchiha Obito of the atmosphere. With a direct rub, he stood up, pointing to Hitaki Kakashi angrily. There is a stance that you must do something if you don't agree. Seeing this, Hitaki Kakashi, who was pointed directly at it, couldn't help but flip through Byakugan. Idiot. Although there was no suicide by White Fang, Hitaki Kakashi remained as aloof as ever. Although it's not that extreme anymore. But in the face of teammates like Uchiha Obito. Sometimes, Hitaki Kakashi can't help but spit out a few words. This is too stupid. You guy, I want to kill you. Actually dare to say that I am an idiot. Obito yelled that he was about to work with Hitaki Kakashi. At this time, Yuan Yi Lin stood up and stopped. Obito, stop making trouble. Lin. Obito said he was wronged, and he was said to be an idiot if he didn't do anything. But Obito didn't dare not listen to Hirano Lin's words. I can only sit back on the ground again, looking at Hitaki Kakashi with a face full of anger. I really don't know what is good about this guy, there will be so many little girls like it. Wearing a mask all day long, it must be an ugly monster. Obito muttered maliciously in his heart. Oh, it seems that you are very energetic. At this moment, a gentle voice came from the ears of the three little ones. Teacher. The three little ones stood up immediately. The person here is Namikaze Minato, who has gradually become known as the Golden Glitter. Although a lot of changes have taken place because of Qingshan Ryuyun. But Namikaze Minato still became Hirano Lin, Hitaki Kakashi and Uchiha Obito's teacher. Seeing that you are so energetic, teacher, I feel relieved. Smiled gently. Next, be serious, the war is far from over. Hitaki Kakashi, Uchiha Obito and Hirano Lin nodded seriously. They have already seen the cruelty on the battlefield, so naturally they dare not slack in the slightest. Good. Seeing the students doing this, Namikaze Minato smiled kindly. No more to say. Ha 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 ha. On the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi village, it has become a half-dragon. And Qingshan Ryuyun, who hoisted the entire Cloud Shinobi village, smiled boldly. Is this the only thing you can do? Damn it. The people headed by 4th Raikage Yui stared at Qingshan Ryuyun in the center of the battlefield with ugly eyes. 2 years. The Ninja World War has started for 2 years. Cloud Shinobi village was also hanged and beaten for 2 years. From beginning to end, I was being beaten by Qingshan Ryuyun alone. Even if all the power of Cloud Shinobi village is assembled now, it is still not Qingshan Ryuyun's opponent. If it weren't for a big heart, Yui has now conceded and launched the stage of this Ninja World War. Grandpa Tate bullied people, withdraw, even if he is not reconciled, but seeing Qingshan Ryuyun like this. Yui still said difficultly, and then took all the Cloud Shinobi village ninjas and evacuated. But compared to when the war just started, these evacuated Cloud Shinobi village ninjas are basically numb now. No way, I have been hanged for 2 years, and I am used to it. Probably, for these ninjas, if they Cloud Shinobi village agree, they will find it strange instead. Ha ha ha, Qingshan Ryuyun didn't mean to block. Just carrying a mace, smiling bravely. In 2 years, Qingshan Ryuyun's fit for Kaido has reached more than 90%. I believe that a 100% fit will be reached soon. Let's go. Qingshan Ryuyun waved his hand and took all the Konoha shinobi, and began to evacuate back. Compared with the numbness in Cloud Shinobi village, the ninjas on Konoha's side are full of smiles. Cheerful. Probably, in this war of ninja world, the Konoha shinobi who is in charge of Cloud Shinobi village is definitely the easiest. Feel this war has nothing to do with them. Master Ryuyun. After returning to the meeting room, Qingshan Ryuyun just put the weapon mace on the side. Nara dear came over for a long time. Qingshan Ryuyun is not concerned about Nara Luju. But this Anbu ninja who followed Nara for a long time. It seems that it's the old guy Hokage, who is looking for me again. As soon as I saw Anbu ninja appear here, Qingshan Ryuyun knew that it was the Hokage old man who had something to find himself. Sitting swaggeringly on the main seat, Qingshan Ryuyun didn't care. As for Qingshan Ryuyun's name for Sarutobi Hiruzen, Anbu ninja does too. Keep your head down, as if you didn't hear it. Master Ryuyun, Master Hokage said, 2 years have passed, can Master Ryuyun support the Kurigakure battlefield? 2 years, 917, has passed so quickly. Hearing this, Qingshan Ryuyun was slightly taken aback. Did this time pass so fast? Qingshan Ryuyun looked at Nara Luju and the others. A little helpless, but Nara Luju still shrugged and said that it was true. This time passes, it is fast. This. In fact, Qingshan Ryuyun did not expect. Konoha's F4 actually persisted for 2 years. Are those old guys really not dead? Anyone who is disabled is fine. Qingshan Ryuyun feels that his own requirements are not too high anymore. However, for such a problem, Anbu ninja just wanted to say, are you embarrassing me? But looking at Qingshan Ryuyun, who was covered with haki, the Anbu ninja didn't dare to say anything, so he could only lower his head. No, Elder Danzo seems to have broken an arm. Boom. As soon as he stopped talking, Qingshan Ryuyun slapped directly on the table. A smile finally appeared on his face. I just said, there is still good news. Yes, you think it is good news, then it is good news. Anyway, no one dared to say more about Qingshan Ryuyun here. Chapter 99 Support Hokage. Doesn't exist. Advertise here. That, Lord Ryuyun, Anbu ninja feels, if you don't turn the topic back. God knows what Qingshan Ryuyun has to say again. Master Ryuyun, can we talk about support now? Support. After being said that, Qingshan Ryuyun's face was stunned. There is still this troublesome thing. Facing this Anbu ninja, with scorching eyes, Qingshan Ryuyun's face showed some embarrassment. It's not that I don't want to support it. It's really the people from Cloud Shinobi village. They are too fierce. Even me, it's just barely resisting. Greater than. Don't say such a nonsense first, can you make others believe? Just say, if you can hold back the smile on your face, it will be easier for others to believe it. That's right, Qingshan Ryuyun can't help but laugh. Even Hitaki Tsukumo and Nara Shikahisa and others on the side reluctantly pretended to be too much. It means that I have not looked at it. They just slapped the people of Cloud Shinobi village to one side. And it was Qingshan Ryuyun alone, hanging and beating a Shinobu village. What are you talking about now? Barely deal with it, too bully. Master Ryuyun, don't embarrass me. Anbu ninja said he wanted to cry. The contradiction between you and Hokage-sama, don't get involved with me. If you don't get a reply today, Anbu ninja feels. My Anbu career has come to an end. Captain White Fang. No way, Anbu ninja can only ask for help, who looked at Hitaki Tsukumo. Don't call me that, I am no longer the captain of Anbu. Upon hearing such a name, Hitaki waved his hand decisively. When he stepped down as the captain of Anbu, Hitaki Tsukumo didn't want to have any relationship. Quote comma comma closing square bracket comma quote. Anbu ninja said that he wanted to cry. Okay. Qingshan Ryuyun waved his hand angrily. Really, a big man, he was crying as he talked. After you go back, tell Hokage directly that the battlefield of Cloud Shinobi village is too dangerous, and lousy will take another year. Only to support him, let him work hard to persevere. Support Sarutobi Hiruzen. Forget it, Qingshan Ryuyun has no such thoughts. Waved his hand, Qingshan Ryuyun casually said a reason, and was ready to perfunctory. 1 year. Anbu ninja was a little surprised. This is too long. Why, do you have an opinion? However, after Qingshan Ryuyun stared at him, Anbu ninja didn't dare to say anything for a moment. Nodded quickly. No problem, I will report back now. Anyway, it can be regarded as a reply. Believe Master Hokage, you will not be embarrassed by yourself anymore. With that, Anbu ninja shot away and left. What do you do when you run so fast? Lousy doesn't eat people. Qingshan Ryuyun couldn't help but muttered aside. On the side, Hitaki Tsukumo and Nara Shikahisa turned over Byakugan at the same time. Who do you think is to blame? He really said that. On the other side, on the battlefield of Kurigakure, Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was in the temporary meeting room, received a report from Anbu ninja. The face is a little low. Subordinates dare not lie. Of course Anbu ninja dare not lie to Hokage. There was some silence. Sarutobi Hiruzen waved his hand without saying a word. Let this Anbu leave first. After being on the battlefield for 2 years, Sarutobi Hiruzen has become more aggressive than before. I have to say that the battlefield is really a place to exercise people. Even Danzo, who used to be gloomy. It seems to be a lot of killings. Haha, 1 year, another year. After Sarutobi Hiruzen was silent for a while, he suddenly smiled. Laughed angry. How could Sarutobi Hiruzen not see it, this Qingshan Ryuyun? I'm looking for a reason, I don't support myself. I am afraid that even if this year has passed, Qingshan Ryuyun will find other reasons to drag it. But Sarutobi Hiruzen is even more confused. Why does Qingshan Ryuyun seem to have a big opinion on himself? Obviously, when the old man is in Konoha, he rarely troubles you Qingshan Ryuyun. Even if you beat Konoha's elder in front of the old man didn't say anything. Isn't it wide enough for you? Could it be that Qingshan Ryuyun knew the reason for the demise of the Senju clan? At this time, Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura on the side. Suddenly think of something. After all, the relationship between Qingshan Ryuyun and Tsunade is extraordinary. This, Sarutobi Hiruzen really didn't think about it before. But after being said so, Sarutobi Hiruzen was a little surprised. It seems that there is only one explanation. The Senju clan, once in the Uchiha clan, and known as one of Konoha's largest blood succession clan. The reason why it will die is that there are only two people, Senju Tsunade and Senju Nawaki. Of course, it is inseparable from Konoha F4 feats of help. So, second Hokage Senju Tobirama, really will accept apprentices. Father is kind and filial. But Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't feel any regrets. At that time, the Senju clan had too much power. 2 generations of Hokage appeared one after another. One of them is the god of ninja world. Even if Sarutobi Hiruzen becomes third Hokage, but in many cases, it depends on the face of the Senju family. So, Sarutobi Hiruzen will naturally decide to kill the Senju family. Obviously, all the evidence at that time should be destroyed. Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned and said. He looked at Shimura Danzo suspiciously. Thinking again, could Danzo still keep the evidence? Are you going to pit yourself at a certain point in time? Call. It's all old Fox's guy. When Sarutobi Hiruzen looked over, Danzo knew what the other person was thinking. It's not an old man, and, do you think someone like Qingshan Ryuyun really cares if there is evidence? After being said so, Sarutobi Hiruzen knows. It's also right, as for a reckless man like Qingshan Ryuyun, as long as there is doubt, it is enough. As for the evidence, sorry, what is that? Qingshan Ryuyun has never cared about it. Chapter 100 Isn't it Kakashi gone? Advertise here. Hiruzen, think about it first, what's in front of you, don't forget, Kurigaka's people have not left yet. Danzo reminded faintly, although it has been held for 2 years. But this does not mean that they can keep on guarding. Danzo hasn't yelled anymore now, he can hang Kurigaka or something. Obviously be beaten up. In 2 years, Danzo didn't know how many times he had fought against the shinobi people. But every time, Danzo is the one who was defeated by the play. If you haven't reacted to this, you can't be the opponent of shinobi swords at all. Then Danzo is really stupid. Sarutobi Hiruzen sighed helplessly. Qingshan Ryuyun does not support, what can I do? Although the battlefield between Sand Shinobi Village and Iwagakure has been able to play some advantages. But it is only a little advantage. Not enough to be able to support them. Damn Qingshan Ryuyun. At this time, even Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura on the side began to resent them. Such a ninja from Cloud Shinobi Village, if so weak, was actually beaten by Qingshan Ryuyun until now. They can all receive news about the battle situation at Cloud Shinobi Village. Cloud Shinobi Village is weak. Upon hearing this, 917 Sarutobi Hiruzen suddenly flashed in his mind. Yes, Qingshan Ryuyun has been able to hang Cloud Shinobi Village for 2 full years. Maybe it's not that Qingshan Ryuyun is too strong. But Cloud Shinobi Village is too weak. Did you look at Cloud Shinobi Village highly before? I haven't played side by side, the specific strength of Cloud Shinobi Village, Sarutobi Hiruzen is not clear. But in 2 years, Cloud Shinobi Village is about to go from the second largest shinobi village in the world of shinobi, and it has been beaten into a third-rate shinobi village by Qingshan Ryuyun. 2 out of cards. What are you going to do? Shimura Danzo, Mitokado Homura and Udatain Kaharu. The 3 of them all looked at Sarutobi Hiruzen. They all know that looking at Sarutobi Hiruzen like this, it is obvious that they have an idea in their hearts. Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled first, can you not grind your muscles? Danzo at the side stared directly and said. Sarutobi Hiruzen is irritably white, like Danzo. The old man just gathered a good momentum, so you said it was gone. But now, Sarutobi Hiruzen did not continue the ink, and said directly. Then Qingshan Ryuyun can cheat the old man, can't the old man cheat him? The old man is Konoha's Hokage. No need to say the last sentence. Don't I know you are Hokage? You said that on purpose. What's the matter, old man, why are you always interrupted? Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at Danzo speechlessly. Udatain Kaharu and Mitokado Homura on the side quickly dissuaded them. Okay, stop arguing, let's talk about what the hell is going on. These 2 people are both against Qingshan Ryuyun. Now that Sarutobi Hiruzen has a plan to pit Qingshan Ryuyun, they certainly care about it. It's a great contribution to defeating a shinobu village. Could it be that it was given to Qingshan Ryuyun? So, Danzo raised his brows lightly and looked at Sarutobi Hiruzen. So, the old man is going to swap the tasks of Qingshan Ryuyun and Namikaze Minato, let Qingshan Ryuyun take charge of dealing with Iwagakure, and let Namikaze Minato deal with Cloud Shinobi Village. Danzo and others all know. Sarutobi Hiruzen intends to cultivate the younger generation of Namikaze Minato. Such behavior, in addition to pit Qingshan Ryuyun. More, It is still building momentum for Namikaze Minato. But this Namikaze Minato, is it strong enough? Danzo is a little skeptical. After all, this is Cloud Shinobi village. Do not worry. Speaking of this, Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled confidently. Namikaze Minato has learned the Flying Thunder God technique of Teacher 2nd generation. Flying Thunder God technique. BJAI, a few exclamations, even Danzo is full of surprise. As apprentices of 2nd Hokage, they all know what Flying Thunder God technique represents. Rare space ninjutsu. They have also tried to learn, but unfortunately, none of them have the talent to practice Flying Thunder God. Danzo looked suspiciously at Sarutobi Hiruzen. What is this old fox hiding? In comparison, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura don't have so much thought. He said with joy. Great, Hiruzen, act quickly, this time, it's our turn to pit Qingshan Ryuyun. Too frustrated. Obviously he has a high position, but he can't beat Qingshan Ryuyun. Now finally there is a chance. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura are almost crying with joy. No problem. Sarutobi Hiruzen also nodded affirmatively. It means that everything is in the master. Danzo just glanced at these people and didn't say anything. I have approved Sarutobi Hiruzen's plan in my heart. After all, Danzo also has enemies with Qingshan Ryuyun. 3 days later, Qingshan Ryuyun looked bored. I was just about to pick up my weapon and go to the gangsters of Cloud Shinobi village to fight. But this is, Hitaki Shumao and Naruluju, they found Qingshan Ryuyun together. Master Ryuyun, what's wrong? Looking at the mace, looking at Hitaki Tsukumo and Nara Shikahisa with a low face. Qingshan Ryuyun expressed his doubts. Ryuyun you, alas. Hitaki Tsukumo just wanted to say, but after thinking about it for a while, he sighed slightly and still didn't say it. No way. Seeing Hitaki Shumao like this, Qingshan Ryuyun was surprised. Could it be that Hitaki Kakashi died? Isn't it because of the appearance of myself? What kind of butterfly effect is produced? Roll. Hitaki Tsukumo, who was still a gloomy face. Upon hearing this, he stared at him directly. My son, won't die on this kind of battlefield. Shrugged, Qingshan Ryuyun didn't get too tangled. Why on earth? Why come to me with a face of dead family members? Greater than. You can really speak. Hitaki Tsukumo and Naruluji are a little speechless. Fortunately, after getting along for so long, they have become accustomed to Qingshan Ryuyun's way of speaking. Forget it, let's see for yourself.